Please, I cannot use my Firefox now, apparently. This is the third time I've dropped the stream and restarted it.
Have you tried a different browser just for seeing if it works?
Yeah, let me launch Chrome. I closed Firefox entirely midstream and it stopped the echo, so 100% Firefox. At least I know this on what's causing it. I need to figure out why it's causing this. But yeah. Alright, let's see here. Google Drive, so I can get my notes back up. I'm set. I can do stuff. It's really weird.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Versus what?
8 plus my con mod plus my proficiency, which is 8, 11.
I meant the effects, but very good. Wisdom save.
Oh, sorry.
Mob saving throw, wisdom. Alright, that is a 7.
Alright. So on a failed, the creature takes a number of d6 points of thunder damage equal to your proficiency and is frightened of you for the next minute, receiving a new save at the end of their turn.
Alright, roll me your thunder damage.
Are you? I fucking hate my life.
Did you roll a bunch of... Yeah, okay. Well, I suffer 6 thunder damage as your thunderous howl rings throughout the mountain peaks, damaging the creature, however, strangely enough, not harming your companions, as they are considered part of your pack. The creature is immune to fear.
Figured.
Yeah.
But it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
I assume...
I do have it on my world anvil. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, very much. So, anyways, carry on.
So I assume since I did not roll an attack roll for that, that's not considered an attack?
It is not an attack, no.
Okay.
It is an action.
I can only use my bonus Psy Blade if I have attacked.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it is not considered an attack.
So, yeah, that's what I was trying to determine. I am going to bonus action disengage. Actually...
Wait, is your howl an action?
Yes, my howl is an action. I mean, it does damage and causes fear. It's decently strong. I just rolled shit on damage, and this thing can't be feared.
Yep.
How big is its aura, Sage?
I'll give it an aura real quick. It's within 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot these auras are shit. I need to use the other auras I have, which work with large creatures. There we go.
We will bonus action disengage over to here.
Very good, very good. Alright, I was reading chat.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright, anything else? I'm gonna take your silence as a no. As you tumble away from the surging snow, we go to Wary.
Alright, I'm probably going to get a con check here.
Yes, you are. Cold aura. DC 15 con or suffer 10 cold. Half on success. I'm a very cold snow ooze. You know, actually, when I was making this monster, my notes on this creature were snow go burr. that were my notes on what to do to make this creature. Snow go burr. Snow go burr. Yeah.
Alright.
Resist the effects. You suffer half damage, so 5 cold.
5 gold. I should have raged first, but oh well.
Oh well.
Alright, I am going to go ahead and rage.
Very good, very good.
And I will attack it.
Excellent. What weapon are you using to attack it with? And by that I mean damage type?
Final Resurgence, it's slashing.
Gotcha.
Oh no, use a split, don't they?
I do have split, but you guys haven't triggered it yet.
Yeah.
I'm probably about to.
No, I've already been hit by slashing from Garridan.
Assume he has to take X amount of damage per turn that's not caused by fire or something.
I'm gonna go ahead and reckless the attack.
Excellent.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
I'm going to apply accelerant onto this.
Excellent.
And do a bull rush attempt. Actually, I'm going to do... Let's see. I moved 10. So another 10 would be 40. I'm going to do 2 bull rush attempts. So...
Alright, roll me your chicken. I shall roll you mine. I'm actually going to take the damage real quick first, and then I'll roll mine. 23. Slashing. My athletics check is a 28, natural 20. I am not pushed.
Lovely. I'm going to go ahead and do my second one.
Alright. 26, I am not pushed.
Okay.
The snow is a thick snow.
Chunky snow boy. Well, have my second attack.
Yes. Alright, that will slam in me as well for 27 more damage as you cleave once more into the snow, sending snow flying off in various directions. The creature, however, is still formed this mass of snow. Very good, very good.
I will try to be as intimidating as possible as I call it a special snowflake.
Anything else?
No,
To be fair, it is a snowflake. It would probably just think you're complimenting it.
Alright. Hey, Allie.
Yeah.
I like how Allie, like, barely waited. They're like, no, hitting this button now.
They gotta go back.
Alright, a burst of force will shoot towards the snowflake ooze, slamming into it for 9 damage. Very good, very good. Anything else?
Ailey's just gonna make a nature check on it.
Excellent.
Because they are a smart little Drugan.
That is enough to learn one thing about the creature. What would you like to learn?
Go for its name.
Let's go when it splits, or how.
Oh, it splits? Okay. Split. Bludgeoning attack simply squashes the ooze and stretches it into separate entities. Whenever the snowflake ooze would be subject to bludgeoning damage, it fractures into 2 identical snowflake oozes, each with half of the original's current hit points, rounded up. A snowflake ooze with 10 hit points or lower cannot be further split and dies if reduced to 0 hit points.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think the party has bludgeoning, so I don't think that's going to trigger, but it's good to know.
I mean, I almost started
hit it with
punching
a
it.
stick.
That would have definitely split it.
That'll be it for Ailey.
Alright. Cry.
Collected cannon trip. Produce flame. 10. I'm gonna guess 10 does not hit.
A 10 is a hit. My AC is 8. Or 9.
Cool. Ailey is going to use Arcane Burst. Not Arcane Burst, Intelligent Design. So that's plus 4 damage to it.
So 16 increased to 32 damage. Alright. Damage applied as the produced flame slams into it, melting the majority of the ooze. It is barely holding on to oozy form. A small pile from once mighty pile. Anything else?
I'm going to move over here and
Alright.
call it good.
Garridan. Ooze looks at you angrily as it causes its cold aura upon you. Con save or suffer 11.
Well, that's good.
Oh, that was one away from dropping you. If I did. Okay.
I might save.
Yeah.
Save.
You save. It's just if I did roll one higher and you did fail, I just would have clicked next and gone to my nerd.
I really don't want this thing to get its reaction back. So
That's fair.
first things first, fly back in, fly back out. I cast Searing Smite at 2nd level.
Very good, very good.
Then I'm going to 17.
That will crash into me.
Throw a first level Divine Smite and give you a flame. Some Searing Smite. Because this sword is just more fire than sword at this point.
Alright. The blade slashes into the snow, burning up and melting the remaining portions of this creature. Does it leave anything behind? All that's left of this ooze is a pile of frost-covered goop. Well, more accurately, a moderate-sized pile. But otherwise, the ooze has left this mortal coil, and that is the combat.
Hey,
Ouch.
hate these things.
Tell me about it.
Lay on hands for my 50. Because I'm nearly.
Lunara is going to shake her head vigorously, shaking off snow, kind of just getting it everywhere.
Ah, that was invigorating.
I don't think snakes are supposed to say that in the cold.
I mean,
I'm
maybe.
pleased that it's dead. So that's invigorating.
Ooh, it's cold now. Can we get going?
Yeah, let's not linger, lest more of these things fall upon us.
Hold on. Do I actually have Cure Wounds? Nope, I don't. I only have Healing Word. Haha!
I would hold off on using spells.
Okay.
To attune to the Way Shrine requires a full short rest, so you guys are going to get a short
Okay.
rest. You can't actually use it until you attune to it, so.
Keep me with the group, and I will do the short rest. But
Right.
No, I'm good. Thank you, love.
Anything you guys like to do, or would you like to get right to the short rest?
Probably it's a short rest because we are very, very in pain.
Tis true. Tis true. Alright. Well,
I'm fine.
the short rest is easy enough to achieve. You are free to spend hit dice, and you are attuned to the Fallen Star Monastic Way Shrine. I'll mark that on you guys' 2-minute list.
Cannot wait to get out of the cold. You are all lucky. You get boots and pants.
Try having fur. It helps.
I do like fur.
Oracle was.
So how does short resting work?
You can spend hit dice. So if you are, level 5 rogue, which you are, you could spend a number of d8s equal to your current level, plus 1, because you guys get double hit dice at level 1. And every d8 that you spend, you add your Constitution modifier to that. And you roll those numbers to heal yourself. After a long rest, you restore half of all expended hit dice up to your maximum. You can also hit the short rest macro, and it will do things for you.
That automatically add in my con or no?
It should automatically add your con, yeah.
How did I roll 7 on 2? Oh, because I don't have any con.
That would do it. You can hit it again if you want to get more healing.
I think my short rest button is not up to date.
For short rest.
The short rest button is tied to the levels listed under the classes in the properties list. So do make sure that you are properly accurate in that regard. So if your token says you're like level 3 barbarian, make sure it says level 5 barbarian, for example.
Oh. I am an oracle, so...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's saying I'm a level 5. Oh. Okay. I can read. I thought it said I was a level 5 bard.
Yes. The mightiest of barbarians. The bard.
You say that, but Skeld was legit in Pathfinder.
It's true.
Almost fun.
It's a good class. Anyways,
Solid class.
you guys, his short rest is achieved, no problem there. Anything else you guys would like to do before traveling through the Way Shrine?
Check for more oozes. Maybe set the locale on fire. Set the entire world on fire. I mean, what?
Well, that's the way I like it, and I never get bored.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm just gonna roll the hit dice manually.
Yeah. The short rest macro would be the one on the campaign that has the healing.
Yeah,
for
it's saying I don't have access to it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out
Something
later.
About 16.
Are you impersonating yourself?
Yep.
It's weird. We'll figure it out later. Anyways.
Thank you, AC Shaw 97, for resubbing.
Oh yes, very much appreciated.
Is the con added to each die or just separate?
It's each die, yeah. I tend to do subs at the end of stream, but it's very much appreciated indeed. Yes.
I'm just used to calling them out on Sean's stream when I see them, especially because some people may leave before the end.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, sorry. I just happened to look over and saw it, and I'm like, automatic response.
It's all good. Also appreciate your face, my buddy, and Sean, who is AFK. Appreciate the sub and the resub. But yes. All right. When you are done with your healing, move on up to the base of the portal, and I will consider you ready. And since Sean said that they were ready, I'm just gonna do that for them.
Well, he has not spent his healing, so...
Yeah. Before combat goes, I'll
Once we're
have
gonna
him
get
roll.
into combat in the next area, it should be fine, but... I mean, he is technically not ready if we go through that portal and something tries to punch us.
Before combat goes, pop, I'll make sure that they get their chance to heal. All right. Tokens have been copied as we go to the world map. Party token. Whoop. Breathes deep within the quicksilver of the Way Shrine, transporting themselves through the portal magic and into the Duskwood Way Shrine. From here, you guys find yourselves deep within the darkened woods with choices on how you wish to travel. There is the large river separating you and the western region where the Blackthorn Tower lies. There's, of course, a road that leads through the village of Duskwitch to the north that will eventually travel towards the tower. But it's up to you how you wish to reach your destination.
Question. Did Atticus and Sullivan come with us through that?
Yeah, they're with you. Well, one of them. The other one you left for the... Yeah.
We left one of them?
So the others could meet up with you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I just didn't bother with them because,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, they could have helped us in that combat, though.
Technically. But they probably would have died from that cone. So I was saving you from that death.
Fair enough. Especially because they're not even, my animal companions. I can't, rest them or anything.
All right.
So, what area are we in? What land is this?
You are, what biome or what country? Because you're in Vazia.
Alright, cool. Can I make a lore... Oh, wait, I only have folklore of Vazia. Never mind, I thought I had Vazia in general.
Alright, no worries. But yes, it's up to you how you wish to travel. Your destination is directly west of you as the bird flies. At least judging from your map. Which is what we're looking at right now. Is technically your in-game map.
Could I roll to possibly know of a rangers crossing of the river somewhere along right here?
Sure, roll me a nature.
Need to go find my token because it's over here. And get check. Talk to me, Ailey. What do we know? 19.
All right, with a 19, you would know that there are actually several crossings along this river. Whether they are basic stepping stones to get across, fallen logs that have just been left there or reinforced by some of the ranges of the wood, or the ferry that you took. Well, not you particularly, but the party took earlier in their adventure to get to Ravenshire. Specifically, let me go to the DM view and start marking off some maps for your face zone. Which ones would you know with a 19? You should know about that one. That one. That one. Any more would hit that DC or no? I'm thinking just 3, unless...
Would a survival check help me at all with this? Like, to know the same things, like where outposts would be and stuff? Or where crossings would be?
Survival, you could roll that, yeah. Nature's more appropriate for the check, but you could roll survival.
Might as well take a shot. Glad I took a shot.
Oh, damn. Alright. Go and toggle a couple more in that case. So you need you, need you, need you, need you, and need you, and you. Alright, fortunately, due to your knowledge, Cry, you would know of a few, though they are somewhat far off, for most of them. Thana, with their knowledge of these woods, would actually know of one that is really close, actually, just directly west of you guys. How fortuitous. I'm going to mark them as visible. So any of these boat symbols would be a crossing of this river.
Would we know if it's big enough for a wagon?
For a wagon, there's definitely the ferry down here, the river ferry. Let's see here. With a 21, you would know that I'm going to rename them to Wagon Crossing if they are viable for wagons.
We don't have the wagon, do we? We gave the wagon to them.
We had 2 wagons. We took one, they have one.
Oh.
Yep. So you have 3 potential routes for wagon crossings. You have this one here. You have this one up here, that, is really far away, so not really viable for your current goal. And then this one down here.
Well, I know a few way. I've run these. Try that again. Well, I've run these woods a time or two. I know a few ways across the river. Cut down on our time. It's gonna be a bit tricky with the wagon, but if you want to follow me, we'll shrug.
Sure. It's there.
Seems like a good idea.
What is there a check I could roll to kind of guesstimate if the wagon crossing up here would actually save us time instead of just going across the road?
You can roll me a cartographer's check.
Sweet. I
also rolled that.
Sure.
I can also cartographers.
We have way too many cartographers.
Can I
I
just
was here
assume
first.
Can I just assume that the wagon crossing that is right next to the bridge going across the river isn't going to the same part of the land that has the bridge connected
Yes,
to
this
it?
is going like so. All right. 21, 19,
Wow.
24.
4. All right. 19, 24, and 7. All right. So, Thana, you have no idea. You know what will get you across, and that's what really matters here. Like, who cares if it's technically about the same time or shorter? That's for people who give enough shits. Cry and Garridan, the two of you would know that overall, this one will be faster. It will save you some time. Probably not a lot of time, but definitely some time. The issue here is that you will be traveling through wooded land, so if you do not have a particular guide, it might become slower or more dangerous, or both. Essentially, if you do not have a ranger of sorts, it will be an issue.
Yeah, we sort of lost our guy that did that.
How wide is this river, Sage?
The widest point is about... let's see here...
Specifically here.
Specifically, at that one? That one is about 3,000 feet wide.
Okay. I was gonna say, because we just could attempt to just fjord it, but...
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
know
all these
enough
crossings,
to know how it would work.
you could technically try getting your wagon across. Those that are wooden bridges, probably less likely to occur. Those are stepping stones. Probably be very dangerous for the wagon's survivability, but there's still options. Any of them could be an option. It just depends on how inventive you guys are.
That moment when we choose the stepping stones and say, "Wary, you can carry the wagon across." You're the barbarian, right?
What's your strength?
18.
You have a oversized build or powerful build?
No,
Okay.
I was completely joking.
Okay. If you did, I'm like, that might actually be a viable solution.
Yeah. I might actually be able to do it next level if I don't take the thing that lets me see mile distance as if it were 100 feet.
Well,
Yes.
hold on. So at that point, we just empty the wagon, and we do the cabbage, the goat, and the wolf thing. He can probably hold an empty wagon.
Look, you guys can take whatever path you want to take. Just need to determine what path you're going to take.
Here's my suggestion, and this would also be Lunara's suggestion based on being a scout. Go here first. 1, so we can check this out, and 2, because cutting across up here next to the water line will be drastically safer and faster than risking getting lost in the woods cutting across.
Is this the same river that the ice wraith spawned at the edges of?
Yep.
Yes.
That might make skirting the outskirts of the river a little more treacherous. Like, I agree with your plan in general. That's just something to watch out for.
Yeah.
As well as kelpies.
I don't know. I could take more HP damage. Fine.
Anyway, I generally agree with that plan.
Anyone else have a yay or nay?
I think using one of the crossings would be a better idea than the road, to be honest. But I don't have any yay or nay as to methodology.
Alright, well then I guess we go to the crossing directly west of us, Sage.
All right. Let's see here. I'm just getting the map plopped in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Traveling through the woods, would you like to travel at a slow, medium, or fast pace? And do you have anyone who is a guide of the forest? And by that I mean, do you have favorite terrain forest in the party? Or an origin that would benefit in this particular direction?
Best I can do for you is being an ancient's paladin, but I don't actually
Mhm.
have a lot of that.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, slow, medium, or fast pace.
I don't know if it helps, but my origin is a survivor, so
Oh, it is true. Go look at that just to see the wording.
So what
Probably
time of day
won't
is
help,
it? Because
but-
that definitely determines the pace.
You guys would have done this early morning when you reached that way shrine, so it's still fairly early morning.
Okay.
it gives me proficiency in survival, proficiency in brewer's supplies, and strength instead of charisma for intimidation rolls. Also, burrow speed.
It is somewhat helpful. It's not as helpful as a ranger, but it is somewhat helpful,
Okay.
which is good.
I mean, we also 3 of us have cartographer, which give us survival and map making.
Yeah. So, with the party and their particular skills, I would say one person needs to lead the charge, and this person can gain aid from those who have cartographers or survival, and otherwise roll me a survival or cartographer's check.
Pretty sure Cry has the best cartographers at a +7.
Mhm.
Very good.
Probably better than my +3 survival.
With Eddie's help, it becomes a +10.
Yeah, I'll aid you.
Sure.
I can do as well.
Does more aid actually do anything?
Probably not.
Okay.
Just everybody's like, we're going this way.
I pull out my own map. Like, no, Cry, this tree is here. That's
23.
why you're getting it wrong.
All right, to the 23. Pushing your way through the forest, it is somewhat treacherous, but you have many maps within this region. Maps and particular pathways that you're aware of due to your time as a member of the Resistance here. As such, it is easy enough to bypass the more treacherous locations, ignoring some of the steeper ridges and the areas that you know monsters dwell within. I'm going to adjust your travel as appropriate.
Haley flies a little bit above us and works as a telepathic GPS.
All right. Reach the crossing with a few hours of travel. You see that the river itself is fairly wide, though at this particular point it is narrowed compared to the rest of the rivers. You know, its width of, on average, about 3,000 feet. This one here seems to narrow to about 1,000 or so. It's hard to really gauge just due to, distance and the dark nature of this forest, where it always seems to be at dusk, hence the name. You can see that there are some stones here, a shallower portion of this river, one that would allow for traversal. However, with a wagon, it is not a guaranteed traversal. Essentially, slow and steady will most certainly see you guys across, but mistakes could always occur, or accidents could always happen. It is up to you if you guys like to cross here or continue northwards to the viable wagon crossing.
How sure are we that even if we got the wagon across somehow, that Atticus could make it?
Oh, Atticus is freaking fine.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a concern for Atticus. It's more of the wagon and its construction. Essentially, what would be required here to cross would be a vehicle wagon check to cross safely.
Gonna just look at my lack of vehicle wagon check.
I don't think any of us have that.
I'm gonna guess
Garrett
that'd be
might?
dex-based.
Um,
Or
no.
This one would be dex-based, yes.
I would feel comfortable attempting to get us across if everyone else is willing to let me try.
Sure. I'll assist in whatever way I can.
All right. Then I will need a dexterity wagon vehicle check from you, Cry.
Check. Dexterity. Advantage with the help from various people.
Can I provide guidance?
You can provide
Wary
guidance.
will
People
go
can
proficient
only
to
help
have
if they are
advantage.
proficient.
Yep.
Wary
Oh,
will
well,
go
then never
behind the wagon
No,
and
I
be
meant
ready to
I
help
meant
with
stop.
getting it unstuck.
Excellent.
I
May be
just
relevant.
meant-
Getting ready to pick it up if he has to.
Hold on. I want to create a failsafe. Can we like tie the back of the wagon to like a tree over here on this side? So that way even if it does like break and start to flow down the river, it can only go so far.
I don't think we have enough rope for it to get all the way across if we do that.
Yeah, it's a 3,000 foot wide, isn't it?
At this
Here.
point, it's about 1,000.
Yeah.
And quick
got
question: do you
50
guys
foot.
take the thick wagon or the small wagon for your particular party?
We probably take the smaller
Okay.
wagon, to be honest.
And
Yeah.
did you bring Atticus or Sullivan?
Atticus.
Okay.
So it's a normal dexterity check.
Yep.
That is a 20. I don't trust you, so I'm going to use my
I feel so attacked right
free
now.
slave destiny to make that a 21, I guess.
Very good, very good. So,
Is that including advantage?
You have to be proficient to give advantage.
Oh, is that including guidance?
It is not including guidance.
you do get guidance.
Let me take D4. Wow. So
I
Curse
tried,
existence.
man.
It's a cursed existence, truly.
22.
However, as you begin to ford the river, pushing along the stones in the silty bay, the wagon seems like it might get stuck a few times. However, with the guidance of Cry and the help of Wary, who manages to prop up some stones, push them into place, and overall ensure that the travel itself is fairly even, the wagon does make its way across. Since you brought the smaller wagon, it was actually harder to get across without issue, but you still hit the DC. As this wagon is not really designed for crossing poor riverbeds. But it's fine. You made it across. Alright.
Ta-da!
Experience gained. Encounter passed. Alright. Anyways. Back onto the world map as you guys successfully travel across to the other side. At this point, it's not too much further to the tower itself, though you are still within the woods before actually reaching the trail. Continuing at the same pace as before?
I would say yes. I mean, at this point, between the three of us, we can all figure out due west.
I have keen mind, so unless there's magical things.
Alright. Then we have an encounter check before you reach the road. Would you like to adjust my check?
No.
Nah, let's roll with it.
Alright. Is there anything worth dealing with on this D100? Oh. Oh. Okay.
In before the baby Tarask.
No. No. Let's see here.
Clearly, I need another
Hey,
drink.
just ignore this, but I need to try this.
Okay.
Oh. Why does it say fuck die?
Because if you roll a 1, it says fuck no, and if you roll a 20, it says fuck yes!
Oh.
Ah.
Alright, Control H, Control F, me. Organize yourself, marching order. You're heading northwest, mostly west.
I mean, wouldn't we be in the wagon?
Lunara wouldn't, but that's because she likes to walk.
Hey, guess who doesn't like to walk? because they have the lame Oracle curse.
It is a cursed existence, truly.
Yes. I'll be right back. I will just sit in the wagon because they're not walking if they can help it.
Cry
He would
maybe
make a
with
poor
you.
Dothraki.
Driving the carriage, I guess.
If other people are
I swear,
walking,
Sage, if there's a whistling noise,
I make no
Also
no
because-
promises.
Also, because technically they're the fire, the firewalker, and anytime they walk, stuff gets set on fire. So yeah, no,
All right.
they know the forest fire.
As you push on forward, you find yourselves walking along a game trail of sorts, a well-worn path moving through the woods, allowing some comfort within your travels. However, as you push deeper and deeper into the woods, making your way westwards, having somewhat to curve north at this point, you see the game trail cuts off into an actual path, one that leads northeast to southwest. In the southwest edge, you can see it leads into a cliff face and down below into darkness. Those who have a higher passive perception, why don't you go check everyone just to give claims? 8. Someone have is everyone just at 8? Everyone's just at 8. Okay. Well,
Does stuff that gives advantage to perception help with your passive perception?
if you have passive advantage on perception checks, such as perception on listening or perception on sight, it provide you a +5.
Okay, then I have that.
Excellent. All right,
Is this the same day we got almost killed by the snow, or
same day.
Mhm.
okay? Just making sure.
Thana, as you're traveling along, you would notice something strange. Your ears would perk up, and you would hear sounds from coming within the cave. Sounds of painful screams, of shrieks, and chanting.
Do they sound human or animal?
The painful screams sound humanoid. The chanting sounds abyssal.
She will put a hand up to halt the cart, and then drop into stealth and immediately start making her way this way. The pack will follow or they won't. She's not worried about it.
All right, roll me a self check.
Wow.
You feel stealthy. The stealthiest of frogs.
Wait a second.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Okay. I have a question on wording.
Yes.
Psi Bolstered Neck says, if you fail an ability check using a skill or a tool with... Okay, most of the time you don't know if you failed until, like... Can I... Do I...
You can
How do I
ask me
know-
if you can use it. And
Can I
if you
use it?
say yes, then... Or if you ask if you can use it, and you could, from my knowledge, I will then roll for you.
Okay,
Unless I don't
can
care enough,
use
because
it?
that's obviously a 2. So you can use it, yes. If it's like on the edge where you might succeed, you might have failed, I'll probably roll secretly, but this is pretty obviously a failure.
Oh, you know what? I don't think this is gonna matter anyway, because my psionic energy dies are only, I think, d6.
Hmm.
But maybe some of them will fail. I mean, what are my psionic energy dies? At 5th level, they're d8.
Oh, damn.
Oh, 7.
7. Alright, that's a 15. You feel stealthy.
Okay.
Alright, sneaking forward to the edge of the cave, you begin to see a flickering light from within, and shadows dancing within the flickering firelight. Do you move forward for a closer look? The chanting grows louder as you draw closer, and I believe...
I mean, probably yes, but the question is, would they move?
That's up to the party.
Cry's
Map is
currently
active.
just watching you, waiting for a signal to move or what you're checking on.
I'm sorry, I would like a perception check if you're watching me.
Well, you're not really hidden from sight. Like, I have a direct...
Yeah, so you're in the middle of the open. You can't really
No,
stealth from those in the open. So yeah, Cry, however, will not be able to see you because, covered wagon.
I mean, I'm driving the wagon.
Oh, you're driving. I thought you were
I just can't
I see.
place it well.
That's fair. In that case, yeah, you'd be able to see him, no problem. All right. But, yeah. Anything particular?
If no one else walks up, I will try to head in and see what I can see.
I mean, I'd walk, but I'd still keep a bit of a ways behind you. Well, actually, I won't walk. I'll slither.
Yes, of course. Slither. All right. Stealthing your way forward, you see that the cavern opens up into a larger chamber after a brief tunnel curves around through a L-like bend. Pushing forward, you can see that there are plenty of boulders providing you cover. Pushing towards them, you can see that there are 5 individuals, cloaked figures in blackened robes trimmed in red, holding sickles, daggers, or similar implements. The heart of this core of 5 individuals, centered around the core of this chamber, you can see that there is one figure, stripped bare, tied to a altar of sorts, symbols drawn upon their body. Looks to be a sacrifice of sorts. So you think, judging from the fact that they are not heavily bleeding, they might not actually be dead.
Watching Thana go into the cave, Ailey will start kind of like flapping after them.
Very good, very good.
I do want to do something. I'm just figuring out the wording.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ailey's passive perception's a 14.
Oh, damn.
Right. So, I'm gonna use Psychic Whispers on each of them individually. Starting with the first one. I was trying to read this. It doesn't say, like, if they're unwilling, then X.
Oh,
so
you can post me and I'll let you know stuff.
Alright, well. There you go. It does say they can end it at any time, but I probably still get whatever my immediate action is.
What is your question?
This doesn't say, like, they get a say, like, if they're unwilling, what happens? It just says I connect, and they can end it immediately, or they can end it, when they want to, but...
If they're unwilling, they can end it as soon as they start noticing that you're hearing, or that they're being talked to, essentially.
But I would still get whatever my initial
You still get the initial,
first...
yeah.
Okay. I am going to target up to a number of creeper. Okay, I'm gonna target 3 of them. And instead of words, she is just going to basically mentally howl in an intimidating rage. Can I roll an intimidation check?
Sure.
Basically, I want them to think like they're fucking up the ritual, or something is displeased with them, or whatever.
Mhm.
Ability check. Nope. Nope. That's ability check. Skill check. Do I have any way to gain advantage on this? I don't think so. Let me just roll it and... Never mind! I'll fucking need it!
Hot damn. Alright. As you call out with a bestial howl echoing into the minds of 3 individuals, do you care which three, or just whichever?
Yeah. I mean, unless one of them looks particularly more important than the other, just any random 3, I don't care.
Yeah, they're all cloaked and robed. It's hard to really tell. Begin to hear some of the chanting stop. I need to go and give them a check. Let's see here.
I'm guessing that with the passive 14 of Ailey, they would have heard the chanting too before.
You have a passive 14?
Ailey does, yeah.
That's not listed on our token. That's okay.
They have keen senses. There's not space for it.
I see. Well, Ailey would have heard the chanting, yes. All right.
There's not a passive spot on the token anymore.
It takes your proficiency bonuses and then just automatically applies it to the total.
Oh, they have keen sense.
Yeah, but it doesn't allow for stuff like keen
Yeah,
sense.
I'll
so...
put settings for that in that case. But as you are making out your howling call, the cultists seem to panic. One of them drops their weapon, completely horrified as you see their arms begin shaking. They look around rapidly, darting left and right. Let's see here. Your stealth was a 15?
Let me go back and...
Yeah, 8 plus 7.
Yes.
You see them look in your general direction, completely wild-eyed and panic. You can see the faces of these figures, these cultists. They are most certainly human from the looks of it, though they seem to have a strange gaze about them. Their eyes are pure black. They glance in your direction. As you notice this, you duck behind one of the boulders, quickly covering yourselves before anyone notices. They seem to not notice you fully. The chanting goes dim, quiet. And you see firelight flickering throughout the chamber, flickers, and then snuffs. The chamber grows dark. You hear calls. What languages do you speak?
Not Abyssal. Common, Canine, and Thieves-Cant.
Gotcha.
How far behind is Cry and Ailey since they've been catching up for a bit? I don't know how active the map is.
I did not notice you guys were catching up. Yep, there's your stealth checks. That changes things. We'll consider you guys having just reached them at this point in time. I was trying to find an altar so I can put down on the map, because that's what I need left for this cave. It's just to plop down the altar, because random encounter, you know. But once I get the altar down, I can put you guys on the active cave. So. Sacrificial altar. There you are. Yep. I need to put you down in the object layer.
While I'm doing this, while I'm hiding, I'm also gonna pull my mask down.
Very good. Alright. I'm gonna put you guys on the map in just a moment, because this is gonna need some spicy stuff, because, you know, poor stealth rolls.
Yeah,
it happens sometimes.
Look, man, I did something so cool, and I rolled a 20, and then...
Your stuff was fine. JC hit...
I know!
Yeah.
Someone else ruined it! I'm so sad!
Okay, there we go. I got the map properly set now. Just need to make it visible and then plop you guys down here. Boop. Boop. Is Wary also going there?
Yeah, I was gonna roll a stealth roll when I actually entered the cave, but I didn't hear if we entered the cave or not.
Oh yeah, no, I described Thana went in there. I was describing things as I was getting the cave mapped interiors visible. So,
Okay.
if you're going in there with them, then
also
I need you to
confusing
give
me.
me a stealth check too.
Yeah, I had been following, like 20 feet behind. So.
Okay, then give me a stealth check. I was actively not looking in your general direction as I was working down here with the map.
Wow. Okay.
All
I
right.
hate all of you.
Well, fortunately, I do use average stealth, but that's your average of 15, which was the DC, is now lowered to lower than 15. So,
sorry.
you were hiding here. Here you go. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Can I borrow 156's boots for a second?
That is unfortunate. Yeah. Let me go look at them.
It just gives like a +2, I think. If
Um,
you're serious.
I will give you access to their powers until I give you your actual legacy item.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Just because you should have one. I just keep forgetting. Okay. Anyways, here's the active map. I'm gonna make the tokens visible now. The cultists who are panicking, looking over their shoulder, they would look in your general direction, Thana, but not see you. However, they begin to hear the footsteps and the slivering crackles of stones being displaced by Wary's movement. This guy will point over his shoulder and point in that direction. The others will look as the approaching forms of Wary and Cry will move closer. They will then, the one here who dropped his weapon, will pick it up, pointing in your general direction, and will speak. This does not concern you! Turn back! He speaks in common.
What was it before?
He was speaking in Primordial before.
Cool, I know that.
Hear them yelling?
If you had a 13 or higher, you would have heard the yelling. But you also would have noticed, just with your own passive, majority of your companions have walked into this cave at this point in time.
Alright, I'm gonna alert, alert Ein. And I'll keep my familiar here just to alert if something comes after the wagon, and probably try to see what's going on at this point.
Very good, very good.
Oh, to do 1 second. I actually added a +3, not a +2. I don't think it matters, but in case it did.
All right. Well, I will actively check to see if it changes anything in this case, just in case. Divide by 4. Yeah, no, your stealth is still too low. They would have noticed. Okay. So, they have claimed for you to turn back, pointing weapons in your general direction. They are aware of your presence, or at least aware of your companions behind you, Thana. The map is active. As for the words they were saying before in Primordial, since you did get some of that, you would have gotten the gist of, shit, the ritual's failing. What was that noise? I don't know, man, but I'm fucking terrified. Do you think we messed up? No, we didn't mess up. Come on now. There's would have been a lot more to it, but you were stealthing behind Thon themselves, who were in the lead, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to do more, but I cannot beat my Intimidate tech, even if I roll another 20.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put you further. So I'm gonna put you actively there, and you had been grumbling following along behind, so I put you there. Okay. This is the current timelines for you guys in the map. So you guys are just up there. This cultist here will move forward. His face now clouded by the shadows of the cave, backlit by the brazier behind him. I said, go back!
Since they know I'm here, I'm just gonna start going forward and say, exactly what does not concern me?
Our business is our own. As you move beyond there, you would see that there is indeed a figure strapped to the altar, tied down, completely naked. Symbols drawn upon their body. The man will wave his hand towards... Actually, you said is... He begins to wave his hand, then you said, is there dinner? Could be our dinner, yes. This does not concern you, for we are not sharing.
I mean, it's only polite to share. We are travelers.
He's got a point there, Ted.
With any markings?
You can give me... What are your lures? Real quick. You can roll me a religion, but I want to know what your lures are for the DC.
I don't have any listed, if I'm honest.
I see.
You'd fix
I
it.
don't know what I really have.
Well, based off your backstory, just from my own knowledge of your backstory in that case, 'cause you do get to choose lures from your origin. You get to choose 5. Just of your backstory, though...
None would probably be directly related to cultists.
Yeah.
So it's mostly about...
I mean, there was a potential chance one might be here, which is why I'm specifically looking at your family before, but... Nah.
Got Dying Lands, Outsiders.
You would have lore in this particular section, Query.
Lovely. I will roll that then.
Yeah. But you can roll
Assuming these
religion.
are-
Yeah.
I'm assuming these people are not part of the Myro Imperium.
That is correct.
I didn't actually macro that. That was
I'm
weird.
gonna move up while they're talking.
Right, very good. You would have time to move about 2 moves, essentially. And if you're stealthing, you can roll your stealth at this point in time. Alright, with a 23, looking over the cultists and the tattoos and the various symbols upon their robes and form, you have no idea, Wary. For Cry, though, for Cry, these symbols are most certainly of the Dying Lands, though there's an element to them that is different. You don't really recognize it exactly. Whatever it is, it's new, is different. Perhaps a being of the Dying Lands that fancies themselves a deity, or perhaps something that you never heard of before, you never researched in your time. You feel stealthy as you clink along through the chamber.
I don't clink. I don't even wear armor.
As you gently move through the chamber, the stones clink beneath your feet.
Damn clinky stoned.
In an effort to exacerbate their fear, can I make an attack roll that they will not see?
So, if you make an attack roll, your stealth will be broken. You'll have to roll a stealth using your bonus action to return to stealth. It is possible, however, depending on what you do, it might be noticeable.
Well, I want to throw a Psychic Blade, which in and of itself is invisible and does damage but leaves no mark. So I'm trying to add into the fear that they're failing this in some way.
I see.
And I'm behind the rocks, so...
Yeah, which is why I'm letting you roll stealth immediately following it with your bonus action from cunning action. But you can certainly try.
I'm gonna try.
Alright.
Attack frame. This. What do you mean there's no impersonated token? Well, never mind, I missed, but he probably doesn't notice that I missed, so let me...
Roll your stealth. Alright. The psychic blade simply vanishes from sight, dispersing into the void. Not hitting the target, but also not alerting them as you maintain your stealth. The creature, hearing the sing-song call of Ein, who is not at all being stealthy. Listen here, we do not have enough to share for more than you. Just get your companions to turn back, and he will wave his hand. Wisdom saving throw, Wary.
This is a magic.
This is indeed a spell.
Okay.
As I'm gonna go mark my spell
We
use.
can see a naked man on the thing.
There's a naked woman on the thing.
And they're currently blocked for most of us by
Yeah.
these rocks.
Yeah.
Well,
Where I can see
okay.
Those two can see.
All right, Wary.
Us three can't.
Suddenly, your view on this man changes. He is the most charming, the most handsome, perhaps your most dear and near friend. You have been charm-personed.
Okay.
So, okay. I didn't mean to be rude, but, like, kind of having a moment right now. If you could just, like, give us, like, an hour or so. We can, you can join us for dinner then, but, like, we're getting ready here, so, if you can just pull back a bit.
Oh well, I'm a chef. I would love to cook for you. But
We would
I
love
like
to
you.
try your cooking, but right now we really need to get ready here. Got things tied up. We need to make sure everything's clean and nice for a meal.
Okay.
Oh, what's? Did I miss a turkey somewhere? Or is the only thing tied up that woman?
These guys will move forward.
Is it a woman?
It is a woman, yeah.
It is.
I'll
Okay.
make the token visible at this point in time.
Well, look, if we're having dinner, gentlemen, please allow me to bring you a lovely housewarming gift. Let that woman go, or I will introduce you to the cruel pain of death.
This
Yeah.
man,
And initiative.
No, hold on. I so wanted you to say, if we're having dinner, then let me bring you your just desserts. Why didn't you say that? Why?
Because I would get put in the bad boy corner.
as you say that, this man will get a darker scowl. The man behind the one who has cast the spell on Wary. Oh, certainly. I mean, we wouldn't want to, be in trouble for that. He'll wave his hand. Give me a wisdom saving throw. Garrett.
Sage, can I start
Wait.
moving?
Yes, you can.
I think we should probably head into initiative at this point,
Did you say wary?
because
Uh,
I also
Garrett.
want to do something.
Yeah.
Well, you can move, and we will roll initiative as I guys add you to it. There you guys go.
How far can I move with that 22 stealth check?
Your boots let you move at full speed, so you can move your full speed.
That was my full speed, so okay.
Selected. I want selected.
That feeling when one level would have
Wisdom.
made a difference.
So is your new XP
Is
track
this,
faster or slower?
It's both. It's more focused, so like random things that mean little might not give you as much experience. They will still give you experience.
Do your half elves still retain the the advantage on saving throws against being charmed?
If their race says so. Don't remember off the top of my head.
I know that's a basic half elf thing. Yeah, it does. So
Okay.
let me roll that again. 17.
17. You feel your mind begins to be altered in some way or fashion. You think this man might be your friend. And then you're like, no. He's literally trying to sacrifice some woman. What am I doing? And you shrug off the effect. You are not charmed. And I'm going to mark his spell off and I'm going to roll their initiative.
Right. Oh, well, you know what? Now that you say it, it sounds perfectly reasonable. So I'll just kill you quickly.
They're our friends.
No, they're not.
Pretty sure they
They're
are.
going to eat people.
So I do that.
Okay, they're going to eat people instead of you. Are they really your friends if they're denying you a full meal? Are you really going to be content with their scraps?
All right. As you shrug off the spell effect, they will draw their blades. Can you get your friend out of here? We really just want to enjoy our time before things are ready. Yeah, friend, you wouldn't want things to get ugly here. If you count to 3. I have people actually in initiative, so if you haven't rolled yet, roll.
I will.
All right. Very good, very good. Sorting initiative. Try. You have gained initiative.
Cool. So first things first, racial trait. Ooh. I'm casting sleep right here.
Ah, damn. All right. 26 HP is what you can cover?
Yep.
All right. Closest one to you first, and then going on from there. 50 feet, 45 feet. All right. This guy drops unconscious. You do not have enough HP to cover the rest.
That's missing 1d8, I think.
You're rolling 68 on that spell.
Yeah, one more. For the second level. Who knows? It might fix things. Well, that's 3 more HP.
29. Not enough.
You know what I haven't been doing?
Hmm.
Using my omen accuracy.
That would be helpful. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm adding it into the macro now.
And because I can, I don't have like any other bonus actions. I'm gonna go ahead and use my see invisibility, just to make sure there's no invisible cultists hanging around.
Terry, no!
I trust you not.
As you flash your eyes, looking around through the area, you do not see anything invisible in nature at this point in time. No.
What the hell would I do?
Who is it that you are doing this ritual for? That's all Cry can do.
All right. They're gonna sneer at you, will not respond, though they might respond later. Anyways. Ali.
Lap their way to over here. And is going to Arcane Burst number 2. But that's a whole 9.
Number 2, your arcane burst will shoop, spattering against the rock wall behind them. It's a miss.
That's a shame.
From your current position, you can see that they do have symbols that might be similar to the Dying Lands, yeah. Alright. Cultist number 6 has gained initiative. Put this one back here. Alright, he is going to use his action to cast Hex as he moves forward, and he will Hex Garridan. With you are not wearing any armor, so he's going to use Dexterity, since you do have a weapon. He is then going to use his action to send Eldritch Blasts towards you. Specifically, he can use 2 of them. These guys are not combat macroed, because I honestly did not think I was going to need them. But, it's fine. It's easy enough to do. Boop. And then copy. There we go. As an 11 hit you for 7 damage, that is a miss. His second beam will slam towards you. That's a 25 to hit for 8, plus an additional from Hex, 5.
Yeah, that would still hit.
Right, his Eldritch Beam will crash into you, bursting through your clothing protective gear and harming you. The creature will shirk back a little bit, kind of hiding amongst his friends. That is his go. Garridan.
Alrighty. Well, first things first, gonna fly over 60 feet past him. I'm gonna walk over here. First level casting 60 step advantage. And I'm going to introduce him to some fire, probably. Right. Advantage, and Jesus Christ, let me do my accuracy. I'll just roll a normal 16.
Let's see here. 16. I will crash into him. Let me see if they have any reactions they want to use. They are not able to use that reaction because none of them are of higher rank.
So 15 and 5.
Alright, 15 and 5. Alright.
Let me see if I have anything to throw on to that. I mean, I'm pretty tapped, to be against.
Is the 5 to his adjacent ally or to him as well?
The 5 is the adjacent ally.
Okay. Well.
Oh, I already had advantage on it.
No.
See. Yeah, okay, I'm good.
Right. Rushing forward before poofing into a pile of mist and reappearing in front of these two cultists, you slash out with your blade, cutting the throat of the one in front of you as the fire dances across him and burns his companion. The one in front of you drops down, bleeding, dead. His companion lit aflame. He is heavily burned but still alive.
I'll turn around to the rest of them. Anyone else want to fucking go?
Alright. Roll me intimidate.
Alrighty.
Alright. Give them some wisdom saves. Alright, cultist number 5, the one here seems to shirk back a little bit, already shaken from the howl of the creature that echoed throughout the chamber, and from his spell failing upon you, and his companion literally just dying in front of you. He takes a step back, seemingly frightened. His companions, though, seem unfazed, blades drawn, ready to fight. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Alright, Ted has gained initiative. That's this one down here, the one who's on fire.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. He is going to pull out his sickle and will place his hand upon it as a spectral green fire rises from it, using green flame blade upon you.
Okay. Can do that.
Let's see here. Alright. And then the last one right there. I'm not going to worry about the 5 feet creature because no one's in 5 feet. 17 to hit, which I believe is a miss.
Well, it does, but I'm going to trigger my buckler's property so that I can post against him.
Excellent. Fuck you!
Attack.
Shing! And that will slam into him, cutting into him. As he falls to the ground, defeated. Alright, fine.
Hey, don't go to sleep. Dinner's gonna get cold.
Okay, they have reminded me one of the most basic warlock combos that I completely forgot about. Because, all right. Well, let me stroll up here since they have attacked my allies.
Hmm.
Right, that's a neat trick. I'm going to copy that. All right, I will do Hex, targeting Charisma.
Very good, very good.
And converting all those damage to fire, of course, and then I will copy them and do Eldritch Blast.
Excellent.
Cultist number 2.
That will miss. And as the beam flies past him, shattering sparks upon the wall, the second blast, however, will crush into him, slamming into his torso before lighting him entirely on fire.
That is a crit.
He is burnt to ashes, as 17 was already more than enough, but you can feel free to roll how much crit damage you do, because he's a dead banana. Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
Yeah.
And 27 damage, as you nearly double his HP. As he is turned to ash beneath your eldritch beam of fire. Alright. Very good, very good. Anything else?
Sorry.
Neither.
Correct
But
me
did
if-
you know? But did you know in my homeland they say foxes eat the hearts of men? I will also try to intimidate them.
Roll
Get
intimidate.
the survivors to sort of stand down.
Roll me that intimidate. Oh yeah. Alright, he's already pretty spooked. I'm gonna give him his check.
I think it's an action, but can I since I am a shapeshifter, can I briefly flash my face into that of my fox form, which I normally don't use?
I'll allow it.
Right. And I'm going to copy, I guess, not a kitsune per se, but a no kitsune there. And give them the toothiest grin of a predator that I can, just for a moment. Especially since I'm channeling Hex right now.
Very good, very good. The man takes a step back, completely horrified before dropping his weapon. Oh, listen, this is all just a big mistake. I mean, we were literally just, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Didn't you want to sacrifice? Which one of these guys you want to pick?
No, I was just following, Fred's orders,
They're our friends. Why are you killing them?
The guy who cast Charm Person on you is now dead.
Oh, it's not a concentration spell.
Is it not?
He's dead!
It's just an hour.
Oh. Well, fucking hot damn.
I am going to just slap Larry.
Yeah.
What's wrong with all of you?
You're
You guys are
Not
still
say
in...
they have a woman tied up.
when shitty friends do terrible things, you have to stop them.
They just
Also,
killed your
that's a-
friend.
Also, death is an inconvenience. We can resurrect them later, like more than an hour later. Okay?
So, quick thing on that, since I did have this come up in my other campaign. People tend to assume that death is an inconvenience, it's easy to resurrect. It's not easy to resurrect, don't not assume that.
Yeah, I know. It's a joke.
Okay, just making sure that, in character it's not easy to resurrect, you should not think it as such. Because I actually had a player think they could kill another player to just ignore the domination effect, so they can, just resurrect them later, and it'll be fine. We don't need to worry about it. Which then caused JC's favorite character to die, and then a whole bunch of issues ensued. So, full clarity, it's not easy to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on.
Okay.
Well, you smack Wary. What else are you doing?
That's it. I murdered someone,
Yep.
and I threatened to rip this guy's heart out and eat it.
Oh, no.
All right. Movement, bonus action, more movement. I am going to cut her down. Would be what, an item interaction?
Yes.
I'm just gonna rip my claws through the ropes,
Very good, very
and
good.
I will pull off my coat and give it to her as I help her down.
One thing you notice upon her is she, for one, looks familiar, and two, bears a symbol of the Rose Thorn Rebellion.
Nice. Now I'm going to have to murder these guys viciously if I get the chance. But she is untied, her feet are on the floor, and she has a jacket now.
Very good, very good. She
Placement
is
Ranger!
unconscious, but she is freed from her binds. Though you can
she's
see that...
unconscious?
Yeah, she's unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll put my jacket on her and then lay her down.
Very good. You can see upon her that there are symbols drawn upon her in blood, all within the primordial language. I don't believe you speak that, so you don't know what they mean, but they're
I
symbols.
probably don't even know they're in the primordial language.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyways, that's what you notice. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. That's the bonus action. Wait, actually, technically I can take an action.
Yeah.
How... Does she look badly hurt, or does she just look like she passed out?
She looks like she has scrapes and bruises, as if she were moving through the forest in a rapid pace and were cut by branches and similar things, as also took a few tumbles during so. Likely some form of flight. Other than that, you don't see any obvious signs of torture or physical harm due to attacks.
Okay, so she's not unconscious due to blood loss or anything like that.
Correct.
So I don't have to shove a potion down her throat. Okay. I am actually just going to stay here and guard the body, even though it's not what I would actually do. It's I don't have any movement, so.
All right, all right. Very good, very good. From there, we go to Terry. He's still asleep. Wary.
Well, my friends are fighting my friends, and this is the worst situation for where.
Technically, only the one guy is your friend.
Really?
Yeah, only that
he's
one
already
guy
dead.
should.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go over here. This is the guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here and cradle him in my arms. No! Whatever your name is!
You know, he's probably not. You probably destabilize him.
He's also
It was
roasted.
Fred.
He's no, that's the one I crit.
Yeah, he's
With like
mostly
20
ash.
damage.
So I'm cradling these falling apart remains.
Yep.
That is just...
Yeah.
No, Mr. Garrett, I don't feel so well.
No, you know what? As an action, can I speak into Wary's head and tell him to snap the fuck out of it? Will that do anything?
It won't do anything, but you can do it for flavor.
Alright, cool. As an action, I speak into Wary's head and tell him to snap the fuck out of it.
Mr. Person, I don't know until just now.
Alright, anything else for you, Wary?
I got nothing.
Alright.
Have you ever considered that you have such strong emotions for this person that you've literally just met in this dank cave where they've been casting spells and have a woman tied up?
It's better than having him eat them. So why don't you deal with that last person there, and I decide how we can turn this one over here into a stew.
Ooh.
Why
Fuck
are we
this.
eating people?
He's gonna book it after hearing that. He's gonna run this
I
way.
was gonna say.
He looks like he dropped his weapon. He was about to surrender, and then he heard that. I was like, I'm just booking it out of here. He does a
Why are we
full-on
eating
sprint
people?
this way.
No one's eating anyone.
20 feet. Okay.
Not even just a
Try.
taste.
If you guys
can
chase
cut his
him,
legs off if he keeps running away.
if you guys chase him, feel free. You can kill him easy enough. He's literally a mook for a 1-2 combat.
We're just gonna. I mean, I would knock him unconscious.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah, because we want answers. And are we killing this guy?
We can knock him.
I
out,
mean, he's
too.
not my friend.
Yeah,
yes.
well, he's asleep.
Wait,
Alright.
wait, hold on. Really important question. What race is this person?
The one upon the table.
Yes.
Let me go look at my notes for them.
Because this actually matters a lot.
Let's see here, NPC list of Ravenshire. You are named that, which means that you should be... Where are you? R. I am blind, Control F. There we go. Alright. They appear to be half elven.
So basically, what you're saying is we don't level up from this fight.
That is correct. As you see the third one begin to rushing away, a few of you easily manage to chase them down, knock them off their feet, and bring them back unconscious, of course, as they would just keep fleeing until knocked unconscious. You now have 2 cultists back within the sacrificial chamber, the unconscious form of the sacrifice, which you recognize to be a member of the rebellion, and 3 dead cultists, all bearing symbols of some being with Cursed One origins, though somewhat different.
Right now,
I will spend the next hour digging a grave for my friend here.
Okay.
doesn't have to be a very deep grave.
I mean, depends how deep I get in an hour.
So,
Well, I mean, he means he's only ashes. It really doesn't need to be more than like half a foot.
are you doing that in the cave or are you doing it outside?
Oh, in the cave.
Okay, it's going to take you a while because the cave is stone.
That's fine.
So eventually, as you have a somewhat sizable hole where you think they would fit, the spell would fade, but until then, there's RP to be had, I assume.
Yeah. As
Walk
for
up.
me, I am going to basically take everything this person owns. Since, they decided to do that to the sacrifice there.
All right. He is wearing lamellar armor, and he has a dagger and a sickle, as well as a spell component pouch.
I destroyed the spell component pouch.
Very
Yeah.
good, very good.
walk up to the altar covered in fucking cultist guts and blood and go, sorry for what I assume was your plan.
Who is he talking to?
You.
You.
Oh. Oh, my plan to. Oh! Okay. She shrugs. I guess I can't actually count on you guys to be competent at not showing yourselves. I should have known that before I did anything. That's on me.
Honey, everywhere I walk, a trail of fire follows. What is stealth?
Sorry, you seemed like it was already spoiled. It's just sort of lost my. But it's very nice that you gave that young lady. Well, that you gave her your code. You should get her back to the wagon.
I was actually thinking, should we rest here until she recovers, or do we want to push on? Especially if you want to question those two. I'll take some time to wake.
Oh.
Yes, this would be a good enough place. I'm gonna detect evil. I know it doesn't work like this, but is this place considered profane, or are these people fucking amateurs?
Looking over the chamber, it does seem to be shoddily made, as if they're new initiates to this cult. Like, you can see some of the symbols seem to be not fully formed within the primordial language, not fully given the proper rights. Probably why they freaked out so much when they did think that they fucked up.
Anyway, so what? Actually, that's not a bad idea. What actually happened?
They were chanting something. The girl was unconscious and bloody. I tried to scare them off, and it might have worked, and then everyone else decided to tip my hand, and combat ensued.
Sorry, I only walked in for the last part with the naked woman and Wary talking about eating people, so I might have made some assumptions.
The hand was already tipped by then. She looks at Cry and Wary. Wasn't much more damage you could have done at that point. It's fine.
Points, wave his hand over to two. I think that's damage enough.
Well, I meant damage to my particular plan.
Oh, well, that too.
But you were competent. I'll give you that. She looks at the bodies.
Oh,
It's
well,
fine. Cultists aren't people.
Isn't that just the sweetest thing I've ever?
Roll me
Yes, these
a
guys were
Arcana
Evie.
check, Cry.
Hold on.
These guys-
As he says that, she'll shrug and say, "Okay, how about this?" And in your mind, she whispers the word Thana.
Aw.
These guys were evil, except that one. He was a good friend.
Oh, well. Thank you. Shit.
Sorry, you were not ruining my sweet moment. I decided to talk all over you. Anyway, perhaps you should go get the cart and our furry friend. I'm gonna sit with her until she wakes up.
Sure. I'll just be. I'll be back in a.
Sage, I'm gonna move her just, outside of the blood and guts, probably
Yeah.
just like over here.
Do you want me to leave these two with you, or should I start interrogating them?
What you want with the live ones? I don't mind some answers.
Well, interrogation isn't my strong suit. But, well, I suppose it's good to practice anyway.
Did you guys bother like tying them up?
Oh yeah, we tied them up.
Okay.
We I also literally stripped them of all their clothing, armors, and weapons. And
You
tied
would,
them-
since you now I know that you are in fact stripping them of their clothing, you would notice that each of them bears a tattoo upon their left forearm, about where the crook of the elbow meets the forearm and the bicep.
I will make a note of that.
And do Order the Everbloom, the Baron's Chosen, or the Myro Imperium at all connect to that tattoo?
Now, that is what the tattoo looks like in a more shittier drawing. Overall, let's see here. Order of the Everbloom, Myro Imperium, or what was the third one?
The Baron's Chosen. I mean, or Folklores of Vazia.
Folklore will work.
Oh, holy shit, that was the one I discounted. Alright, so for lore, what do I roll? 1d20 plus...
Intelligence plus proficiency.
I'm gonna use the psychic energy dice on... Or can I use psych... Did I fail?
You can use the psych energy dice.
15.
15. The symbol seems familiar from your research within the different folk tales of the various local populaces of this region. You recall of one such tale. You don't really remember the exact specifics of the tale or anything of more deeper meaning, unfortunately, not with a 15 at least. But you do know of the region this tale is focused on. Specifically, I really not mean to launch Minecraft right then. I meant to go to my DM view. Specifically, you would know that this particular folktale deals with the region of Duskwitch, a town north of you guys. Whatever cult this belongs to, whatever folktale that is involved in this cult, deals with that town.
He kind of snorts in like that, you know that fake laugh.
Mhm.
Seems these boys were locals, or close enough to it.
I, knowing that, will take a knife to one of the dead bodies and basically skin off the tattoo, just so that they couldn't use it for reference later.
Could have just drawn it.
Well,
You could have just drawn it.
well,
Yes, but I am in a very terrible mood since I had to get out and walk.
Also, I'm gonna come back with the fucking wagon to see people cutting off tattoos and suddenly wonder where the moral high ground's gone.
I have added to your item lab the tattoo skin flab of Duskwitch cult.
Look, if it helps, you would at least see Thana with like the sacrifice laying with her head in her lap, making sure she was comfortable.
Look,
Because I actually give a shit about the Rose Bloom Rebellion people.
I does too, but I has also just had it up to here with people from the Dyinglands fucking with her business.
I
So,
mean,
you
I
know.
just wanted to save the person in trouble, but then magic.
Look, I just wanted to do a cool, scary, intimidate thing, but then people.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to just knock people unconscious, but then a crit happened, and they exploded.
Oh, you couldn't.
The best laid
you're
plans
doing-
of mice and D&D players.
Yeah, if you're doing magic attacks, you're not knocking them unconscious. Unless you're doing
I mean,
it melee.
Yeah,
So,
but I assume they had more HP, so you know.
these guys are squishy. They're the introductory cultists to this cult.
Alright. And then,
They didn't even
What's
get
that?
dental yet.
what's that said? I am feeling a little bit more peeved, murderous than normal. So, Garrett, would you like to handle the interrogation instead?
Not particularly.
I could.
Have they stopped being your friends yet?
Those aren't my friends. This guy's my friend. This poor Charlie. You killed my friend.
The hole has been dug at this point in time.
Has it been an hour?
It's getting there.
Okay. So I will gently put the friend ash pile in the hole.
So wait, has it been an hour and all three are still unconscious?
Well, they're about to wake up. I'm just,
Oh,
you know.
I was about to say that's concerning, actually.
I mean, how cold is
You're
it
muted if
outside?
you're talking, JC. Outside it is
Because-
quite cold. It's below freezing
Because others-
temperatures.
This guy was only
okay.
asleep for a minute, so.
I mean, yeah, that's why he was disarmed and subjugated first.
Yeah, don't worry about him.
And if it looked like he was going to wake up, I would actually use Touch of Flame plus Eldritch Blast combo non-lethally to knock him out while setting him on fire.
Yeah, no, he's
I think non-lethally means what you think it
it really
means.
doesn't. Yeah, also he's still totally asleep.
Okay.
Wake up, the spell doesn't last that long.
Well, actually, we can just put them outside and then they'll wake up.
In
Probably.
fairness,
Or they'll fall asleep forever.
it might have been like a 24-hour ritual, and he hadn't slept the previous day, and you just gave him the needed sleep.
You see him
That'd be
open
just-
one of his eyes and then rapidly close it as he sees that you're directly looking at him.
I'm gonna cast a suggestion on him.
Okay. You see him open one of his eyes and then rapidly close it as he sees that you're directly looking at him.
I'm going to put my foot over him, and I'm going to slightly. My foot will temporarily light on fire.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, did anyone else
Okay.
just hear Sage, like, repeat himself?
Yeah, my
Yes.
cat walked
Yes.
on my Go XLR and said it, so I talked and repeated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's fine.
I just thought he did it twice.
No.
No, it's too perfect to have been done. I was very
Yeah.
confused.
I mean,
Apparently they
yeah.
hit the one button that just repeated what I just said.
It was
Okay.
great too because the snoring sounded like it was faster the second time, like he was doing it more vigorously.
Your
Yeah.
timing, cat.
So-
timing.
I thought that was
Okay.
on purpose. I was like, alright, if he's going to pull that, I'm going to actually start selecting.
No, he will open his eyes fully at this point in time, and
So, Price does this suggestion DC 16.
DC 16, we're going to have a nice long talk about. So even okay. The DC, okay. Save wisdom.
I'm exaggerating the verbal components to make the DC go up.
Oh, he rolled a natural 1.
Cool. So basically, as long as I'm concentrating, he should be talking about what he was doing.
We have a lot of overlap in skills.
Right, you know.
Yes.
So, me and my, you know, we're all just initiates, new to the cult of Malrafis, you know, all that. We were sent here by the cult leader to find a sacrifice to honor Malrafis in the proper rites. Though I think we messed some things up, like some of the runes were not properly formed. We were a little hurried because we noticed her. We didn't want her to wake up in time. Like we just found her on the road, unconscious, like completely out of the blue. Perfect luck on our end. Totally fine. Excellent.
Found her unconscious.
Yeah, you know, we were walking our way down to make our way east of the river of Duskwitch. You know, we can go find the proper travelers on the road. You know, can't really find them within the town since, you know, town's all part of it. But I digress. We found her on the road, bloodied, completely injured, and Frank here, he points to the ash pile. Well, he had the brilliant idea, let's just grab her. You know, she's already unconscious, we don't have to hurt anyone. You know, we can just be on the up and up, you know, like good cultists. You know?
Frank wouldn't do that. He's a good guy.
I know, that's why he suggested it!
But they wouldn't do that. You don't take someone who's alive.
I have a point of order. I'm pretty sure good cultists strive to be bad, so the fact that you decided to sacrifice a woman you just found unconscious and decided to call yourself bad for it is actually thinking it's good. The point I'm making here is that I think you
The
kinda
point
fucked
he's
up.
making is that it's pathetic.
We had to sacrifice someone.
Why?
Why not a squirrel?
It's the master's orders.
Well, who's your master?
Malrafis.
Who's that, and where are they?
He's the town priest.
What
And-
town is this?
Why?
Duskwitch.
What does he get from your sacrificing someone except for your blind loyalty and stupidity?
Well, we've been having issues of late with the lumber, you know. The trees have been going rotten and all that, and a bunch of beasties around the land. So Malrafis, he said to properly get a good harvest time of year and make sure that no more of our townsfolk would be eaten by these demons roaming throughout the forest. We need to sacrifice in honor of the holy light.
You
So you know,
wait.
that's what
You
we're all
do
doing.
realize there's about 4 feet of snow out there, and you're sacrificing for a harvest?
Harvest of wood. Not like crops. Well, some crops are harvested in winter.
So, demon trees were attacking you. And you needed to sacrifice so that the trees would not kill more people.
No. Just demons in general. The whole woods are filled with them. Have you not seen any?
Oh, we're not incompetent.
Have you
Which
ever
is rude.
stopped to think that maybe the fact that people are being sacrificed has something to do with the demons?
That doesn't make any sense. We haven't started sacrifices till after the demon showed.
Congratulations, you're not the only cultist in town.
This priest of yours, has he
Yeah.
always been the same way that they've always been, or did he have any sudden changes?
I mean, since she showed up in town, yeah. It's always been the same.
Here's
When
the
did he show
thought.
up?
About a week, 2 weeks back.
Here is thought. Maybe the sacrifice didn't start until after the demons showed up because the demons like sacrifices.
I don't follow.
You see,
Your
Your
demons show
priest
up.
is a demon, you idiot.
Well, that can't be. He's all very obviously human. I mean, he's, you know, he's plush.
Okay. Do I look human to you?
No, I saw your fox face. It was quite terrifying.
Exactly.
Fair point. But he would
At
not do
this-
that. He's a good man, Malrafis.
Hold on.
I
At this, she's gonna make a point. She will gently hand the sacrifice over to Garridan. Stand up, pull down her mask, and walk over to him. What does he see when he looks at her?
Let's see here. What would he see?
Hey, Devil, while he's figuring that out, my mask, is basically psychic paper from Doctor Who. They see what they want, only it's a visual, not words.
Kind of cool.
Nice.
I got the idea from JC, so compliment her, but yeah.
All I see is a bunch of wavy lines. Finally, a lie too big.
Cry, are you also wearing a secret shapeshift form? Because I'm not, and it's starting to feel uncomfortable. Should I have one?
I'm with you on this one.
I mean, Ailey can do this, and Cry will minor illusions of glasses on top of Ailey.
Well, that's not a disguise. That's just adorable.
Well, you look totally normal to me.
Normal, like, what?
Like, well, to be quite honest, you kind of look like my ex-wife.
Was your ex-wife human?
Yeah. I mean, listen here,
Did he really just say that? Oh my god,
Right,
you are
well,
stupid.
this is exactly how stupidly easy you are to fool. She's just gonna pull off her magic item.
I'd just like to ask though, for a moment. The priest is a good guy, kind of like Frank here was.
Yeah.
It's been an hour, Devil!
Is it?
I don't know.
Some feelings never die.
It's on the cusp of being an hour.
Well, then I'm taking a short rest, because I'm fucking hurt again.
Okay.
But yeah, she takes her mask off to reveal how easy it is to trick him, and he would see her full face
Alright.
again.
Listen, okay, obviously there is magics that lets one trick people. But Malrathis, I'm sure it's just misunderstanding. He's the best guy. I mean, since he showed us, we've
Question.
had positive lumber.
Question. Did Alrathis teach your buddy there that trick where he made people believe they were his friends?
What are you talking about, Garrett?
What are you talking about?
Your friend...
Cast Charm Person. It's a very basic enchantment spell.
No, that's the Holy Light that granted him that power. And myself that power. I mean, we're priests of the
and
Holy
who-
Light.
Wait, what? This is a thing?
You look like you're part of a tentacle cult.
Well, I mean, the Holy Light must hide their splendor lest one's eyes be burnt from their sockets. It's in the textbooks.
What is this, Bird Box?
I don't know what that is.
You've never seen Bird Box?
I'm aware. He does not.
Oh, it was an OOC comment.
I see.
Oh, why did you guys use this thing to make people your friends? That would have been helpful.
I mean, we were going to use it on the first person who crossed paths on the road, but we found her, so,
So wait, no, but still. You're priests of the Holy Light.
Yeah.
Were you initiated by Elrathis or whatever his name is?
Yeah, we were initiated by Malrathis, yes.
Who taught you how to do the thing where you make people trust you and be your friends and think you're great, which you were going to use to hurt people and make them do things they wouldn't want to do, like be sacrificed.
Yeah.
I think he has a severe case of farmer brain.
I agreed. Anna will just give up, go back and sit back down. She'll gently take the sacrifice back, lay her head on her lap, just so she doesn't freak out if she wakes up in the lap of a guy.
You should probably stop calling her the sacrifice.
Well,
Who
the
is that
sage
anyway?
hasn't named her token.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm asking you, because you would know
There you
who
go.
they are. I think.
Well, no, they had a name. But, okay.
Yeah,
There
I'm
it is.
asking you. Oh,
Would Sana or I know who this person is?
Or cry.
Thana, Cry, Ein, you probably would have seen her a few times around camp.
it's really just me and Wary.
Yeah, Thana, I would say you probably would have been with the rebellion the longest. You probably would know her name as Aragna Bundagard. She is a ranger of the rebellion. She would have left about 4 or 5 days before the party actually arrived within Ravenshire. So about a day or two before you left up north.
Mm-hmm.
My God, you really did give us a replacement ranger.
Thank God.
Look, this is a random encounter. You guys could have totally
In
not
fairness,
went inside.
We probably need it.
We probably needed.
Anyways,
Right.
uh,
So,
All right. So, more importantly, she had her equipment with her? Yes. Before
Yeah.
you decided to make the
yeah, we put it in the
sacrifice?
side. And down the pathway there, just down that pathway. Where Philip was running from.
Okay. Okay. Wary, can you please go get that? Get that?
At this point in time, your charm would end.
Where he would just stare down at the Karn, the ash guy in the thing, and move him out of the grave, and then just slither off, totally embarrassed. Like you can feel the shame and embarrassment.
and inside
It's palpable.
and inside your head, you're gonna hear, "Well, I told you to snap out of it."
Are you ashamed that you got charmed, or ashamed you didn't get to kill any of them? Or like both?
Ashamed.
Like
Thank
A
you.
and B? Hey, look, it's fine. I'm sorry. I kid. It happens to some of us.
And he just burrows himself into a rock.
I do. I just burrow through here. I don't care anymore.
Ailey
Excellent.
also goes to find the equipment.
All right. Pushing into the back chamber here, you see that it cuts off into 2 different passages. One leads down into a small encampment with a few tents. as well as a small campfire lit. Not really a lot of interest in that area. It seems to be just basic supplies, so if you want a refresh of rations or anything of that nature, it's free game. The one here leads to a more enclosed piece of rock wall before it leads to a iron bar covering and a straw mat. You see that further in there's more straw mats as if this place is used often via cultist activity to store prisoners. Within there, you can see that there is a side alcove directly to the east, right? I guess not the east, but the south, to the right-hand side of the gate on your side, so on the non-prisoner side, where a treasure chest lies. The house's stored goods of the prisoners.
Gather up the stuff from the stored goods area. Grab as many rations as possible.
Very good.
Ailey tries to beat you to the chest and growls. It belongs to them now.
Wary will
think
just pick up
Ailey is-
Ailey.
Beating him.
Yeah.
It depends on if he runs or not.
Ailey, how fast is Ailey?
Ailey has 30. They are flying as fast as their little wings will
So
take them.
double speed, you match my walking.
Yeah, but they went straight across the water. You went right.
I mean, that's
Wary's getting there first, JC. They went like that. Yeah.
Where it can literally go through the walls by just burrowing through them. It's
Like, you'd get there around the same time, but it's Wary's still there first.
But yeah, open the chest, gather up everything inside, gather up Ailey. Just put Ailey on my head and go off to gather rations.
Alright.
They accept this.
Meanwhile, back at the cave. Alright, so part of this initiation was totally just to, get the approval of the holy light, but I actually think part of the real reason why we're here is to prove our worth. So, obviously the sacrifice is for the holy light and to empower our defenses against these demons throughout the force, but really, I think deep down inside, we're here to really embrace the light, through blood sacrifice.
How does it feel to know you failed and therefore have no worth?
At this point in time, his eyes will go wide. Fuck.
Yeah, wait a minute. No, I have an even follow-up question. So this is all about to prove your worth to a holy light, which you were going to do by sacrificing someone that you found unconscious on the road. Okay, number one, why would this holy light want you to kill someone? If it's holy, generally holy things are anti-killing innocent people. Two, why, even if we assumed that was the case, do you think it would be pleased with you sacrificing something which you took no effort in actually getting?
So those are all fair points. I don't have an answer.
no, you can still convert to the Great Church of what was the name again? Daikitsune, the giant fox in the sky. Yeah.
I mean, that seems like a
Me
totally
and
fake
someone-
deity.
How old is this? How old is Terry?
He looks to be about 20-ish, early 20s.
Listen, there's no shame in admitting you might have made a bad call here. If you would actually like to do something that would get you recognized by any semblance of a holy light, maybe you can come with us, do something good for someone instead of sacrificing women you find lying unconscious in forests.
Wait, we have to take them with us?
Stop trying to adopt people! I cannot be this one's mother!
I'm not saying we bring them with us. I'm just saying that maybe in the future, perhaps... What is it you actually did for Dunwich before you started trying to sacrifice people?
Oh, I was a tender to the... what was the name of that place? Mine's a little fuzzy. General store? No. Oh yeah, no. I was provisioner. I helped move things between the store and the lumber camp. That's what I was. Yeah. Sounds about right. Yeah.
Perhaps, maybe consider if you want to be worthy of the holy life. Maybe go do that for someone who genuinely needs your talents. It'll involve a lot less murder, and people like us will be a lot less angry at you. Will you at least consider that?
I mean, you can roll me persuasion. That's perception.
Oh, well, it's...
I see what you did there.
Yeah, let me just double check, because it's still 14. I think I'm proficient in... Sheet. So that is actually a... +6. So 3 more. 20.
Gotcha.
Oh, I was gonna try to help with this, but never mind.
You
That's fine.
really think the whole Holy Light would be okay with not sacrifice? I'm pretty sure Malrafis was fairly strict on we need blood sacrifice for this.
Very bluntly, you suck at being a cultist.
I'm new. This is my first time.
Listen, the holy lights don't need the blood of others. What is more valued is your time and genuine effort to actually make things better for people. And you generally don't do that by sacrificing a stone altar.
I mean, sure. I mean, it always a little weird that we were supposed to sacrifice someone to bring forth light, especially in a dark cave. It seems like counterproductive.
All I'm saying is maybe you and your friend there maybe rethink a few things. You clearly have some sort of gift. Maybe it's time to turn it to good. I'm not saying it will be easy, but people generally like you better when you're helpful to them instead of threatening them with knives.
As he says he has a gift, whatever my character's name is, literally puts a hand over her face to stop herself from chuckling.
Well, I mean, maybe. You know,
You also don't have to make a decision today. Just, please, if the urge strikes you to sacrifice someone for the holy light, maybe rethink if that's the way to go.
you
Maybe
know,
next time you see an unconscious woman on the road, help her instead.
Malrafis always did preach about inviting others to the light. Maybe I could do that. Yeah. No, I didn't have to sacrifice her and be like, hey, you heard about the holy light. I could be a traveling missionary, yeah. That's a new thing.
That doesn't help if you're enticing other people to sacrifice.
I mean, I don't have to entice them to sacrifice. I can just be like, holy light's here. Ready to join with your heart in... I need a good spiel for this, though.
You know,
Charity
what?
and brotherhood?
Yeah, that works.
You could also become a snake oil salesman.
I don't know what
Think
that
you'd
is.
be good at that. A person who sells snake oil.
Why would you buy
It's-
snake oil?
I don't know, but apparently it makes people rich very fast.
I don't think...
And
Malra-
stop trying to corrupt the boy even more.
Yeah, I don't think Malrafis really... Or the Holy Light, especially, would really... Like, currency's not really a thing that we care about that much.
Yes.
Like, I mean...
He is so
Well,
delectably
actually...
impressionable.
We could always use more coin to help build up the temple. It did take quite a hit. So...
I thought you were
tell
going
you
to be a
what.
traveling missionary. What use do you have for that temple in that town?
Well, all proceeds must go back to the Holy Light.
Tell you what, perhaps spend some time trying to appease the holy light by doing good deeds. Maybe starting slow, maybe finding somewhere that needs a provisioner. I'm not saying don't get paid, but somewhere that really needs it, where people are suffering. And in exchange, we'll go check on Malrathis for you, and we'll make sure that his temple receives all the glory that the Holy Light deems to befit it.
Roll me a deception.
I mean, technically, none of
I'm
that's a
not
lie.
lying.
It's not a lie, it's your intentions, which is why the deception's required.
I know. I'm just teasing.
I feel like from the back cave, there's someone saying, "Yeah, we could sell my oil to them."
I can wait with stuff.
If you were here, I was actually gonna say, yeah, you milk him and point to Wary, but you're not here.
I know.
May I receive aid from my
Yes.
allies?
How do you aid them?
Wait, what's your lie?
Basically, the lie is that I'm going to go help Malrathis, when no, I'm going to drag his screaming corpse out into some sort of courtyard and
Okay,
see him pilloried for his crimes.
I'll aid this. I'll look over at him and say in his mind, without him knowing it's me, the light shines on accepting the help of others while you yourself grow stronger. There you go. That's my help.
Alright, you can take your aid. Ooh, you fucking needed it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. No more sacrifice. That's it's unnecessary. You're right. Yeah. And Malrathis, he, just to make sure, if you would, he's been very secluded of late. I worry about him,
Of late, he's only been there 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, but the past 3 days he's been in his temple. No visitors.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure we'll be the best of friends.
I'm sure. I mean, look. I know you killed Ted, Philip, and Greg. I don't actually remember his name. But look.
Horrible misunderstanding.
Horrible misunderstanding. I understand.
Also, he shot first.
Also, it's Frank.
Whatever.
I think the point is that he doesn't know.
Right. Well. Can I have my clothes back at the very least? I am currently naked.
Sure. Sure.
No, don't give him his cultist robes back. Give him a spare change of Garridan's clothes or something.
I have spare clothes.
I mean,
Yes, I
we
do.
probably all have spare clothes.
I do actually have some spare clothes that I'll give
Give
him.
him wearing spare clothes. Realize
Well,
there's no
I have a
pants.
clown outfit.
No, it's fine. I'll give him my spare outfit.
Right. Well, I certainly appreciate it.
Primordial anyway.
Was he really wearing nothing under his robes? Like,
He had a underwear, but freaking Ian said they stripped him bare,
Yes.
He did say that.
so they're naked.
That is true. I was going to throw them outside.
well, just keep an eye on your friend as well.
Yeah.
Go do some good for the Holy Light.
Yeah. I'll make sure. I'll tell him everything that happened. Make sure that he understands the purpose and the request of the Holy Light. I mean,
And we'll see to handling the remains of your companions with dignity.
yeah. Well, if you could throw them into the fire, that is the proper burial of our people.
Of course, yes. We will do so. Plenty of fire here.
And don't worry, I can provide plenty of fire.
You accidentally granted his wishes.
Well,
Yeah.
I certainly appreciate this. I'm gonna go and take Philip here, and see to it that we turn the other cheek and show the Holy Light to those who need light in their life and not blood.
Of course.
Oh, what was your name? Want to make sure that those are aware of the proper turning point.
You may call me Garridan.
Well, Garden, I appreciate all that you have, the light that you have shown me.
Well, I appreciate you taking the first step to make something better.
And do check on Malrathis. I do worry about him.
Oh, don't worry. There will be nothing to worry about.
That's good to hear. All right. Well, I'm gonna...
Cry is going to study his face as he's talking to make sure he's not trying to pull one over on us and just trying to get away without dying.
He seems believable. Yes, he will make his way out.
We also didn't give them back their weapons, so, you know.
I mean, they know Eldritch Blast.
No, yes, but I destroyed their spell component pouches.
All right.
Does Eldritch Blast require
Do you
a
need
component?
spell components for cantrips?
No.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. You have a good point. I should have
Oh, well,
cut
we
off-
did our best.
I should have taken your fingers.
All right. Just gonna chucky duck you back there, Larry. All right. At this point, not too long after they leave, Ragnar would begin to stir. Ow, my head.
So, what did you get hit by?
Who are you?
Get captured by a bunch of farmers turned cultists.
Ein, shut up!
Smile.
Hello, are you hungry?
I'm fucking starving, and... Is that really how you greet me, Ein? What name did you give her, Remy?
I don't know, honestly. She would probably know a random name.
Alright, let's go with,
It's just Susan. Just sub it Susan in for everything.
Yeah, Susan is every random
Okay.
name that is not Thana.
Alright. Is this... When did you start traveling with them, Susan? When did they get back? Ah. Oh, my
Okay,
fucking
okay,
head
okay.
hurts.
First,
Why am I
first,
covered in...
First,
Just
calm
gonna-
down.
Okay. I'm calm.
Just gonna
calm.
Second,
Slither over and hand over
I'm calm.
a ration.
I'm peaceful. I'd have no tendencies to smash or destroy anything. Not at all.
well, you're wearing my coat, so please don't.
Oh,
Do you often
Thanks.
have the tendencies to smash and destroy things?
sometimes when people piss me off, yes. It's fine. It's fine. I'm
Ooh.
calm.
hmm
Peaceful. I'm one with myself.
I like you.
I found inner peace.
First things first.
Okay.
Can you
yes.
stand?
I think so, yeah.
Thana
She'll
will
stand
stand up and offer her a hand.
We'll just take the hand and stand. She's a little wobbly, but she otherwise stands.
Wary, were you able to find her gear?
I will start putting the gear out, basically handing it, starting with the ration again.
Well, Thana will just grab the clothes. Alright, you, come on. She'll like, guide her behind this rock.
That's I'll turn away.
Close,
Ailey
close,
pops
close,
over
close.
the top and magic.
This
pops
is
from
a,
her, cleaning her off.
Pillar.
Oh, yeah, we're in the corner.
Wait.
That works too.
Why is everyone over here?
I don't know.
Ailey's giving prestidigitation to clean her off from all the blood.
I'm just helping out.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I'm just letting her get dressed so she feels more like
Yeah.
herself.
She will nod
Yeah,
her
sorry,
thanks
we're-
towards Ailey, who cleans her with a puff of magic. Will then fully dress in her attire, putting on her armor, strapping her different bracers and whatnot back in place, and full-on clothing back and
Where he's
clothing
just gonna look.
and all that.
Where he's just gonna look over at Garrett and be like, "Why are we all pretending like we didn't see her naked on the altar?"
Because it's polite.
Bad
I
jokes
mean-
aside, though, you were apparently found unconscious in the middle of the road.
Yeah, these woods are fucking scary. I don't want to lie about that. There's some nasty beasts out here. Things I've never seen. And I've been in those woods for a while now. Keep in mind. Like,
Yeah, apparently we have a demonic incursion from the south.
yeah, no, yeah, we thought it was just within camp, the sickness going on. We saw some scouting reports of different monsters, but how they did not give these things justice. There's a creature that, like, back unhinges. The fuck is that?
Yeah.
I think we saw one of those.
Fucking good luck. And did it get chase you, or did a distance?
We sort of killed it.
Look,
Oh, well,
all I know is
Fucking
I was still supposed to be pretending to be a bartender, and then all of a sudden, then I have imps smashing something in my head and making me explode from halfway across the continent. So honestly, it's been I'm getting really, really tired of these demons. Yes,
sounds like we could all use a drink.
yes.
It does.
Well,
Anyway, I
Is she
should
dressed?
I'm dressed now.
probably introduce you to the rest of them.
Right. There were some new faces I don't recognize. Hi, I am Ragna Bundagard.
Hello, I am Larry.
They are, she'll look over her shoulder at Ein and Thana. They are trusted, yes?
They are what?
Trusted, yes?
Yes.
Trusted.
Yes. These
Found
two
a-
accompany. These two accompanied me to the Dying Lands to deal with the other demon issue, which also led to me, being reassigned back to headquarters.
I see.
The question of if they're trusted, Sana shrugs, which is kind of as good as you get with her.
Well, we certainly have a lot to discuss, though I believe, what day is it?
We tell
Right,
her
recites
the
the
answer.
You tell her the answer.
How have I been out for 5 fucking days?
You
That's
know
a good
what?
question.
You know
How are
what
you
the
alive
crazy-
after 5 days?
I don't
on
know.
the road?
You know what the crazy thing is? Those guys just found you.
Really?
Yeah.
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 We were just passing. My name's I'm Garrett, by the way. Good to meet you. For what it's worth, in a strange sort of hilarious and like a morbid way, sort of. You're a very lucky person.
You got caught. You got caught by the world's worst cultists.
I mean,
They spent over an hour trying to figure out how to sacrifice you in a blood ritual.
that explains the
To be
blood.
fair, though,
Didn't have to go that deep.
I'm still not ever gonna let you forget you got caught by the world's worst cultist. She just grins.
Oh, we all have bad days.
Oh,
We are not talking about this again.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna find something. Something about you, Susan. And I totally will not hold it over your head. Nope, no sir.
I'll walk over. We both me and the Snake Man beat her in a race just very recently.
She'll give a wide grin. Excellent.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Anyway, it seems obvious enough, but if you would like to accompany us, we have space, and we could certainly use a set of trained eyes. But
Well,
we are going to do something.
that does depend on where you're going, though. As I'm currently on my way to Blackthorn Tower.
Wow, that is horribly convenient.
And what was your mission there again?
There's a certain seed used to cure
Yeah,
the sickness
yeah.
that. Oh,
got it.
same.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, we're all on the same page.
Well, how convenient
All
is
at
that?
headquarters exploded into demons, so you know.
Oh,
Yes.
Although, technically, really, I only guaranteed to take these guys as far as the shrine, but she shrugs.
Wait a
You've
second.
made it interesting.
is that Cry?
Yes.
Yes, you didn't notice her hiding in the back like she always does?
I mean,
Notice the dragon?
not really. No, she's always in the back, hiding. Didn't notice the dragon, but I
Yeah.
thought it was yours.
Yes.
Oh,
the
I
portal
should-
has started to travel.
I should probably clean. I'll snap my fingers and clean. Sorry, I took care of a bunch of cultists. and it's pretty-
Cry looks up from the book they were reading in. Glad to see you're well.
I'm glad to see you not cooped up in, the library, like always.
We're basically all hands on deck at this point.
Fair enough. I mean, you did just say people were exploding. Anyways,
Yes.
That's not the worst of it.
Oh, please say it is.
Yeah. No.
You should hear what happened down in Kryden? Is that how you say that? Caridin? Caridin?
You mean the first
The
city?
first city.
Tranmere?
Oh, yeah, that.
Tremere. Oh yeah, the purge in Tremere.
Yeah, well, you see... I'll explain it to her. About the getting people out. Well, I mean, she doesn't know about the getting people out, but about, what she heard from it.
Well, and then I would add on to that and basically say that they were there for it.
Yeah, I kind of forgot this character wasn't there when I started that sentence.
But I would also leave out who set half the city on fire before they left. And blame it completely on the barony.
So the Baron's getting more bold.
Yes.
Oh, fucking great.
They burned half their city
He's
to
sort of
find rebels.
So we have sickness in the camp, monsters all throughout our territory, and the Baron is taking people's weaponry and setting their own town on fire. This is just fine. Is anything else gonna go bad?
Probably.
Probably.
There might not be a
just-
bar on the way to the tower.
Oh, fucking great. You have any ale on you? I drink.
No. We can see if the cultists had any.
You could just eat where he's cooking. Food poisoning's the same as being drunk, right?
Hey, you haven't experienced where he's
No.
cooking yet.
Oh, goddamn it, you're right, I haven't.
Well,
Is this?
maybe there's
is
some
this
at the
just
tavern
what-
then. Or the tower.
Is this just what life is for you?
For me,
No.
it does tend to be bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. I think I was cursed as a child, judging from the past week. Maybe cursed
Well,
as a week
You
ago.
are still alive. That's good luck.
We've had a pretty good string
Well,
of
even-
success. Maybe stick with us, and your luck will start changing.
I mean,
Perhaps.
this one did just convert a fucking cultist in a matter of 10 minutes. She shrugs.
He wasn't a very good.
He was new to the cultist thing.
I'm.
Well, look, he was being nice about it. I was just going to throw him out on the road.
I mean, I have responsibilities. I have a calling. I found that book, and it's just if you can't show even the stupidest of evildoers with hard air quotes to kindle the light, how are you going to convince someone like the Baron's own men? Sure, we could have thrown them out on their asses, but they would have just gotten themselves killed or killed someone else. Maybe we've made things better.
Perhaps.
I mean, we've saved at least one life, although I'm not convinced they understood how to hold daggers, so... Either way, I'm gonna take the win. We saved at least one life.
Fair enough. I've just gotten too used to killing with all the demons, honestly.
Also, Ragna, obviously we need to do the tower and the seeds first, because
Yes,
that's
I
the
mean-
bigger fish to fry. But if you wanted to come with us to Dunwich and thoroughly, deal with the person who set these people on their path and put you in danger.
She's just gonna look over at her. Dunwich has what will probably be better than a bar fight and a bar.
Well, I am all in this case. Plus,
He
I
just
heard there's
nods to Garrett
another
as
seat
if-
over there.
It was that simple.
We should probably go to the bar before we...
Well, yeah, hit the tower, hit Dunwich's bar, kill
And then
every
hit
cultist in
Dunwich's
sight.
priest.
and then kill the priest.
Hey,
I
what was that
couldn't do
one...
that.
Where's that one inn we stay? Are we near that? Because we could go there. I mean, stop. You
Oh,
seem like...
the haughty vine, I think.
Yeah,
Happy
that,
Vine,
that was
yes.
near the tower, right? And you sort of seemed like you could use a comfortable bed after sleeping. On the...
That's back across the river near the main road. Yeah.
Never mind then. We should probably.
We'll
On the way
stop
back,
there on the way
though?
back. Yes.
Yeah.
We can hope that there's a bar at the tower. Mages always tend to have some form of alcohol in their towers, right? Right? Yeah, totally.
Or
Just
just
say
something you
yes,
can get
or
drunk
she
on.
won't come with us.
Well, I'm already going with you. That was already the plan. But I
Yes,
can hope.
but-
I can dream. Anyways.
Anyway,
You know,
are
I
you
think
all?
this journey's about to get a lot more entertaining.
Speaking of entertaining, how's your book, Cry? You gonna come out of the book world for a bit and join us?
How well does Ragna know Cry?
They probably tried to talk to you a few times. Very nosy. But drop it sometime. They're very much like a friend who is an extrovert trying to get their introvert to go to a party with them. Just like rapidly trying to be like, talk with me, and you're just shrinking an introvert bubble.
Would probably recognize this well-worn book that Cry has been reading pretty intensely since they heard of the name Marthwell. What's his name?
Malrathis.
Malrathis, that guy, yeah.
Alright. Looking through your book with your result, the name does not come up as any particular individuals, but it does come up as an organization dedicated to Malrathis. Indicating that this Malrathis is perhaps not an individual, but a church.
I knew that name sounded familiar. Cry will close the book and put it away.
It's another one on the list.
It's another on the list.
Well, should always give them 2 arrows to the eyes.
Is Cry angry, or does she just have weird eyebrows?
If you look at the handout, you'll see it better. She's trying to read, and the cute little alien is bugging her as she's reading.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, excellent. Well, a third stop then, after the tower and the bar.
Well, Dusk Witch would be on the way back.
Well, I think that's a plan.
Alright. Tower, bar, cultist massacre, and then return home.
I don't mean to be a buzzkill, but we should probably get that seed back as soon as possible, although hopefully Dunwich won't take too long.
Yeah, you know. Tower, Duskwitch. We get both those seeds and we head back.
Wait, there's a seed.
Oh right,
in
I forgot
Dustwitch?
there was a
Yeah.
seed at Duskwitch. Never mind.
Yeah, within the Menhir Stones, up north of Duskwitch. The local druid grove.
I presumably know something about that.
Yeah, I can't remember if I knew that or not.
You guys were told in
presume
character that this is one of the 3 locations.
Oh, okay.
Oh
It
no,
was-
I meant no. I mean more like Druid Grove, Menhir Stones, because
Oh.
Druid Paladin Mans maybe. Yeah.
I thought you were a wizard.
They are a
I'm
paladin
confused.
of ancestors, I believe is the actual oath name,
Yes.
but yeah, which is a druidic oath essentially.
Yes, it's that weird one where it's all about nature, but it's this very also stereotypical good guy paladin convert people to the light. It's weird.
With your particular knowledge, you would be aware of this particular grove. It is said to be ran by. Let me go grab the name of this individual.
To be fair, I also sort of took a correspondence course in paladin.
You would know that this grove is run by a individual known as Mother Strauss.
We don't have to kill her.
The grove itself is fairly small scale, though it does hold a grove and allows, for the most part, it was the main source of faith within the town of Duskwitch. Hearing about this Malrafis, this new priest, is definitely cause concern for the grove itself, as two such faiths, especially one that has cultists who are willing to blood sacrifice, don't exactly treat each other well.
Indeed.
Well, 2 stops then, plus the bar. Shall we?
I'm good for that. You good to move?
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. A little bloody, little woozy, but I can handle it. We're good. I've been through worse.
They have a cart you can sit in if you want to.
Excellent, let's do that.
I ask you a question. Oh,
Yep,
not,
yep.
An idea inside of you.
not too close.
Yes.
There are a lot of half-elves in the rebellion.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the fault of Baron now, isn't it?
I wouldn't know.
Many non-humans are treated similarly to the beast folk.
Oh,
At least deeper within the heart of the nation. Especially for those who are just trying to get by. Those in the army tend to not have issues. They are seen as the good ones.
well, yeah, that I stand a bit better.
I
Sorry.
see.
Sorry, I didn't really have a choice.
Not many do. That's why many either join or flee.
Well, trying to do better.
At least you're trying. More than one can say for Greg.
And can you not?
Anyway, yes, we should head out.
Yes.
Place smells like dead cultist.
I mean, they are right here. One's quite charred. I don't really fancy that smell. Alright.
Alright, let's
I
go.
almost forgot, and I almost set the other 2 on fire before walking back out.
Alright, do you say anything over their corpses? Or do you just light them on fire?
Well, you see, she's letting them on fire not because it's that other guy's wish, but just because she forgot about that, and is just lighting them on fire.
May your souls feed the great fox in the sky. Smile.
Alright, you must gather your party before venturing forth. As you return to your cart. Boop. With the party back at their cart.
I do forget what the Kitsune deity is. It's Dai Kitsune, I think, something like that.
I believe so.
I've just been sort of memeing it and calling it the great fox because Dai Kitsune is just literally the big fox.
Yeah. Alright, would you guys like to travel at a slow, medium, or fast pace towards the tower?
Medium's fine. We have a little more teeth in our bite, you know.
Medium. Technically, we can have Ein co-lead just so we can get the 1.5 times overland speed bonus and also the advantage against exhaustion saves, I think. Yeah.
Alright.
Now that we have an actual ranger with us.
The entire time, Wary is sulking.
Oh no.
I must throw rations at Wary.
You
I
will
tried to cheer them
ignore
up.
it. Ignore it. He gets pelted by rations. Just. Yeah.
I'm sorry for poking fun at what happened. That was rude.
I'm not.
What happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Right. Nothing happened.
Barry's token. leave you in the cave?
This is a
Yeah.
really small wagon.
Why you leave me in the cave?
I did not leave you in
Even
the cave. We're
worse.
good.
Okay.
You were hiding beneath someone. All right.
Cheek to cheek.
So, as you all travel throughout the night, or throughout the rest of the day, night begins to fall, and the Duskwood Forest gets even darker. The night accentuating its features as the trees themselves turn into tall, shadowy forms that resemble monstrous beasts within this darkened forest. I need to change the ambience. Yep, I would like to grab you, and I would like to copy your link and place you in the music. Oh, we need to stop this one first, so I can play it properly. Boop. Copy. Alright. At last, though, as night has fully begun to take hold, and you guys have traveled for the majority of the day, you arrive at the outskirts of Blackthorn Tower. I am going to make sure that vision is on for this map. It's a bit bigger of a map, so let me know when you guys are loaded.
Question: do we plan to call it like before we go into and start the tower, or what? How long do you plan to run?
I plan to run. 1 second. There we go. Not too much longer, but probably the first intro bit or beginning of combat. We'll see.
I'm good to go. I'll stick it out.
Let's go for a bit more.
I'm very tired, but I don't have to work tomorrow, so I can go. I was just curious.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there we are. Foxy friend, you're... There we are. Alright, there's the party. So, as we begin to travel through the darkened woods, you can see that the path itself is leading straight up to a larger building. Multiple stories, a large tower within its core. The building itself is made of blackened stone, jagged and spiked near the top, hence the name of Blackthorn Tower. For purposes of view, I will turn Fog of War off momentarily, just so you guys can see what you guys would see. And then Control F and E. Alright.
Oh. Someone was compensating for something.
A massive, at the very least, 4, maybe 5-story building. The ground floor of what appears to be an initial form of a castle's keep, with an extension of a wooden building, though you can see from the windows and the plenty of plant matter within, a conservatory of sorts, far overgrown. There's a door here, windows on this side that you guys can see, though they're elevated in position, so the second story also has several windows, as does the third, and you can see that there are windows on the fourth story as well. The map is active. You are free to approach as you see fit. The building itself is not made of wood, it's just the conservatory part of it's wood. The building is stone.
Well, do we want to try to be sneaky or just,
No offense, but I've seen you all try to be sneaky. So if you want me to scout ahead, I will.
I mean, I can be sneaky. I just didn't really think about it before.
You didn't think going into the cave with it. Never.
A long rest has not been achieved at this point in time.
Oh. Well, then I will suggest we probably try to rest before going in.
Yeah, this is just at the end of the day's travel.
So, you are thinking resting with no campfire or campfire? We go find someplace to build a campfire?
I mean, I'll tough it out if we don't have one, but point is, I'm pretty tapped right now.
I have heat stones that work as a smokeless fire.
Do they make light?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think they do.
There we go.
We all curl up inside the thing, the wagon. Should keep it snug.
Mhm.
I like this plan.
Wish to rest within the wagon off trail.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
I think
All
that's
right.
the plan.
Yeah.
You guys have a watch order?
I'll take
Um,
first.
Well, let's pair off. What's Ragna's perception?
Let's see here. Where is your sheet? It's right there. And your perception on your sheet is a +4.
All right, that's not bad. We should try to cluster ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Maybe we do. If Cry wants to do third and fourth. How about this? What's Lunara's perception?
Uh, 5, but I have advantage.
All right. How about we do this? You go, Wary, you go first with Lunara, so they have someone to back them up. We can keep Ein and Cry, and then we can keep Allie and Cry. And I'll do second with Garridan and Ragna, since we have about the same perception score.
That
We'll
works.
back each other up pretty well.
All right.
All right.
That is the watch order. The macro has been saved. Let's see if there's an encounter in the night. You guys like to adjust my roll in any way?
No.
Oh, hold on.
No, we're good.
Can I attempt to like camouflage us or something?
Sure. Roll me a
with,
survival
my
check.
survival.
I'll aid you with that.
$17.
17. All right. With the help of Wary forming some various plant matters and some snow to help push in some additional covers for your wagon and your companions, also providing some particularly pungent smelling plants within the area to help reduce the scent of the party itself. You feel as if your camp is decently camouflaged. Since no one wishes to alter my D100 roll, the rest goes by uneventfully. Though you would hear throughout the night the sounds of skittering and strange growls coming from the keep itself. As the keep itself is most certainly alive with the creatures within. But the camp, or the night is done, and let's see, anything of note I need to worry about? No, you guys won't worry about either of these things. Alright, carry on. The moon itself is now in a waning gibbous, if that matters to anyone. Alright. But yeah, you guys' long rest is achieved. You may click the button.
Here is my current list of languages I know because of the skilled update, in case you are curious, Sage.
Very good, very good. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more.
Garrett needs to long rest.
Yeah. You're good to click that. There you go. All right, the party is all long rested. Are you leaving the wagon and Atticus in the camps area, or are you going to bring them closer to the keep?
If it's camouflaged, it might be the safest for them.
All right. Just gonna put them to the side then.
I will unhook Atticus. Like, he's trained enough to know to chill, so he can like graze and move off if something actually does happen.
Very good, very good. All right. Otherwise, you guys are good to approach. I'm gonna put you closer to the keep itself, and you guys can place your marching order, and you can choose to approach from any direction you so desire, and I will describe things as necessary. The area itself is daytime when you get here, though due to the nature of this forest, things are much darker than normal. As such, I'm going to keep things in nighttime vision, but if you do not have dark vision, you can give yourself dark vision 30.
Does it specifically cut down dark vision, or?
It does not specifically cut down dark vision, no.
Okay.
It's just, way vision works here, your vision is fairly limited even during the day.
Okay.
Due to the darkened nature of this region. Not due to like any fog or anything like that. Though if there is fog, then that would also likewise cut down your vision.
Do you guys want me to scout, or do we want to go all at once?
If you want to shout, I think, or if you want to scout, that would probably be fine, but you'd probably be putting yourself in more danger than usual if there's undead and such. They tend to be on either spectrum of shit at seeing you or supernatural sense.
As you flash your eyes, activating scene visibility, you would notice some spectral forms floating along, barely visible, along the second floor's windows on this side of the house. That's something that you would see, Cry.
Or what did we set for dark vision 60 again?
If you do not have dark vision, then you set it to dark vision 30 for this region.
Okay, I have dark vision, so.
Mhm.
Yay.
Alright, otherwise, there you guys go. Fog of War is back turned on, and you guys are free to move. The map is active.
Can we get control of the NPC?
Oh, yeah. Ownership. Boop, 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 boop,
If
boop.
you wish to scout out, I will stick 30 feet behind you. 40 feet behind you, maybe. So
You
I can
turn-
get up to you.
How do you turn on dark vision?
I'll do it for you. You have to
Thank you.
do your token itself, and in the config panel, there's a has sight
Oh.
option. And it has now been
Anyway.
changed to dark vision 30.
Yeah, I will scout with where he's staying 30 feet behind me.
Alright, you are free to
Where's
move
the
your token.
door?
Over here. That is the door into the conservatory, which is seemingly the front door.
Are we
That
all
is
just
way too far.
following-
Back up. Back
Yeah,
up.
I'm lagging like hell.
Oh, yeah, it's because of the vision. So,
Yeah.
Are we all just following at 30 feet?
believe so.
Alright, I mean, that works for me.
Yeah, Sage, I can't do
Okay.
anything.
I'll turn Fog of War off then.
Thank you.
I really wanted to use it for the spook factor and for the things, but
it
it's
looked
fine.
nice.
It's fine.
It did, but not being able to move.
Yeah, I prefer to be able to play the game rather than to have the spooky nature. So,
So, does Ragna have a bow, or are they like a
Ragna has a bow. She also has 2 swords.
So, before we get in there, what's your typical thing?
Well,
You're really an archer?
I can stay in the back and shoot if we need more range, or I can go up into melee if need be.
Oh, what do you prefer?
Well,
What
depending on
should
what we're
typically-
depending on what we're fighting, I'll be up front.
All right. Good. Good. Well, um, I, I'm sure. Yes. You can be up there with myself and Wary then.
All right.
Is there anything we can do to get you at your best? Work as a team.
Let's see here. What abilities do I have? Well, make sure to flank our foes, and if need be, focus up on them and surround them. I don't really have anything, like any particular maneuvers that rely on teamwork.
Okay. Yeah. Good to check in.
Yeah, mostly just hit things as hard as I can. Until it stops moving. Yeah.
Got it. Easy to remember.
Alright. As you approach the door there, you see that there's a window directly here, though it is somewhat elevated. How tall are you?
5'5", I think.
5'5", okay. You cannot currently see inside.
I'm gonna check the door. Is it locked, trapped?
Right. Moving up to the door, I'm going to reveal the interiors at this point in time. Let's see. I unfortunately cannot hide specific rooms because Fog of War is...
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine. Roof. Right, did that hide the chimney as well? It did not. Okay, I'll hide the chimney in a second. Alright. Checking the door, though, it is not locked. Though, you can see that there are some vines growing in between the folds of the door.
Do these seem like normal vines? Oh wait, never mind. You're scouting. Never mind.
How tall is this window?
The window itself is about 5 feet off the ground, so when you're at the top of the stairs, which you are now, you can see through it.
Okay, what do I see?
Alright, looking through the window, you can see within that chamber there, it appears to be some form of dining room, perhaps? Because you can see the edge of a table here, and a knocked over rack of bottles, most of which have been shattered. There is some form of light source within, though.
I'm gonna try the door just to see what happens.
Right, the door is not budging. It is stuck. Really don't know where I put that freaking chimney. This one it? Okay, that one. That one was it. Okay, cool.
Second, I'm just looking at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do I see the vines? Is there like a gap in the door, or?
So, you know how some doors, especially older doors, might have like a lip at the base of it that doesn't all the way reach the floor, or especially like rickety broken doors might have like a gap in between the two double door sections. You can somewhat see in between the folds. It's like that, but the folds of the door, so the bottom and the middle between the two doors, is just fine.
Okay. Does this window open, or is it a solid pane of glass?
From the looks of it, it's possible, potentially able to be opened, but it is glass.
She'll go back before she does anything else. So it looks like the door is barred by vines. I can try the window. It's a bit of a stretch, but she shrugs.
I can try the vines.
I could try the vines, or I could lift you up for the window.
It's just how much noise do we want to make getting rid of the vines?
Well, let me try to. Maybe I can just get past them.
How tall is this building, Sage?
at least 4 stories. Potentially 5.
He'll nod to Garrison.
Is there any like open, broken window we could see from down here?
Let me go into DM view. So, from your current view down here, let's see. There's windows on the 2nd floor on your side. There's also windows on the 3rd floor on your side and the 4th floor on your side. None appear to be broken in any way. A few of them appear to be curtained. That said, there is also this lip, which would allow access to the 2nd floor, which would be able to shimmy across the lip to reach one of the 2nd floor windows, if you prefer to go that route.
Out of curiosity, how tough would the ground be to burrow through?
So the ground here is loose soil. It wouldn't be too difficult for you to burrow through it.
I'd like to go up to the side of the house here and burrow down and see if there's a basement.
All right, burrowing down, you can see that there's at least 5, potentially 10 feet of stonework, as there is a stone foundation for this building. You do not know if there's interiors of this foundation, but moving around, it does seem to kind of cover a basic 10-foot square around the building itself.
I'll pop back up then.
I'm just gonna try to reach out and magic/faith/etc. Get the vines to part.
Roll me a religion check.
I can presume that. No, I can't.
Unfortunately, these vines, for whatever reason, perhaps due to the corruption of this land or the foul energies within this tower, do not hold to such primal whims as the ancestral magics of those guardians of nature. They will not budge.
I don't know if anyone could try to stick a tool between the door, saw away the vines quietly. I don't know if anyone's particularly, good at doing such things.
Doing what?
If anyone has like a small, thin dagger or something, maybe try to get in between the breaks in the door. Maybe try to cut the vines from the inside.
Yeah, I'm afraid I didn't
I
bring
could
anything
try
of that.
Where
you
he's
say?
just gonna tap on his claymore.
She'll walk up and you won't see a dagger, but her claws start to glow with a crackling, disconcerted energy, which is basically just reflavoring my kinetic daggers.
Mhm.
And she'll try to stick her claws, her psionic claws, through the door.
All right.
Not through, but you know what I mean.
So you're trying to break the vines stealthily, yes?
Yes.
All right. Normally the vines, to break them through, is a strength athletics check. Doing it stealthily, you'll need to do 2 checks. One being a sleight of hand to do it stealthily, and 2 to break them. You can either do a strength athletics to break them, or you can do a attack roll.
Not doing a very good job.
Alright. Do you want the stealth first or second? Or the
Stealth,
sleight of hand first or second?
sleight of hand first.
And would I make the attack roll using my dex or my strength?
You'd use
'Cause
your
I'm-
normal attack.
Okay, then I will make an attack roll.
All right.
Personate.
Ah, damn.
Okay.
Ah, damn.
you hit.
The vines never saw it coming.
All right.
That moment when you critically hit a plant with psychic damage.
As you begin to cut into the vines, you're actually doing psychic damage?
It's yeah, I guess.
The vines seem like they're getting cut. They don't get cut. They're immune to psychic damage.
Let me
That
check.
would have broke them.
Let me check.
Psychic damage not doing anything to objects. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm afraid you can't hurt the feelings of the vines.
I mean, could I have just have used my claws then? I feel like I would have known that.
You can use your claws if you prefer, yeah.
But yeah, I would have just used
Alright.
my normal claws.
What's your claw damage then? Roll me that damage up.
I mean, can I finesse my claws because they're unarmed? Because if so, it'd be the same roll.
Your claws deal the same damage?
Oh,
I'm already taking your natural 20. That's not an issue. I'm just saying give me your new damage. If your damage is different. If the damage dice is the same, then we have a 15 showing.
no idea what the hell my claws do.
Alright. Mm-hmm. Races of the multiverse. K9 races. Lupinol. Oh. You don't actually have a claw attack as a Lupinol.
Huh.
Yeah, bite.
You have a bite.
I mean,
You have a
sure, that makes sense when a wolf's main thing is to grab something with its claws and hold it down so it can bite it. Sure. Well, I'm not gonna bite the door.
You have a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. And roll me a d4 plus your dex. Times 2d4 plus your dex. As you crit, so. Alright. You begin to saw your way through the vines. It's a slow process, but eventually they will pop after about a minute of you sawing. It does give off a little bit of sound, even with you trying to be silent about it. But eventually the vines do pop, and the way forward is open.
I will just quietly push the door open enough for a body size to fit in.
Hey, good job.
Very good,
I
very
mean-
good.
Yeah.
What size body? Are you body shaming my snake?
As you slowly open the door, you would see that there seems to be stains of blood upon the floor within the conservatory, and there's windows from within the building that look into the conservatory itself. And also, with your past perception due to your advantage for hearing, hear the sounds of skittering from within.
Is it fresh blood or dried blood?
The blood appears to be dried.
She will look back at the group and kind of tap her dagger as if to say, be on guard kind of thing. And, she will step in, being in stealthed.
Alright, roll me stealth.
+2 for my boots.
Alright. Anyone else stealthing up?
I assume
Sure.
we're still following the 30 feet rule, but
Hmm?
stealthing just for the thing
Wha-
anyway.
We'll still stealth, though.
Yep. Give me that stealth. Oh damn, you guys are rolling hot.
And roll stealth. Thank you. At least you tried.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I feel like Ailey's stealth is to fly into a window repeatedly.
All right. As we begin to move into the chamber, many of you are fairly quiet and shushing the rapidly vibrating dragon who seems to be somewhat concerned about the chamber ahead. Something about it seems to giving them the spook. Ein, not really able to be as stealthy as one would hope, even with their fire somewhat diminished in strength due to the nature of their legacy item. It's hard to actually be stealthy when you are essentially carrying around a club for a leg. But the party is fairly stealthy, and the way forward is open to you.
Alright, I will step in and look around.
All right, roll me a perception check. All right. Looking around as you push into the chamber, you see that the chamber itself is filled with overgrown potteries of that contain different various forms of flowers or shrubs or other forms of plant life. You see at the core of the conservatory, within the corner building here, there's a large, almost tree-like bush due to how large it is grown and overgrown. The vines spreading along the floor. There's thickened patches of blood, though dried upon the ground. What's more, you begin to see creatures, quadrupedal in nature, skittering across and through the vines. Stealthily, it seems, as they are trying to remain hidden from view. But your perception of 19 beats their stealth.
Can I tell how many there are?
You surmise there's about 4 within this chamber.
I will hold up 4 fingers, point to the vines, point to my dagger.
Gotta make a perception check. See if I see them. Do I have advantage since they were pointed out, or?
Go ahead, and you would.
Okay, I got a clue.
All right, looking throughout the chamber, you don't see what they're pointing at. Whether it's because of how dark it is in this chamber or something else, you're not quite sure. You don't see any movement.
Alright, I'm going to assume that there are possibly 4 vines that need smashing and get ready to smash them if they attack.
All right. Well, from your view as well, Thana, you would see that there is a window here that looks into a grand hall. You can't quite see much of it, though the chamber itself is lit up. When you guys get further in the building, I'll change the vision type today, but for now, you can see that there are stains of blood within the grand hall, and a few doors, some lampposts on a far wall giving light to the chamber itself, and a bloody and torn rug. No creatures are immediately in the vicinity of the grand hall, though, so whatever it seems, the grand hall is open and free of any hostile creatures. You can see there's a door that leads into the grand hall here, and is likely a door on the other side of the conservatory on the western wing that leads to the grand hall as well. Map is still active.
So do we want to try to skirt by these things or take them out?
Don't necessarily want them sneaking up on us, but
The vines? They won't go anywhere.
No, the things in the vines. Oh,
Things
also,
in the vine.
Ein, try not to burn the place down. If you're talking, you're muted, Witch. Alright, good talk.
They were typing their response, so.
Oh.
Mhm.
I can never tell because it always says someone's typing.
Yeah, part of MapTool's thing that I really don't like is how they use NPCs or typing as like a blue on white for text, and you can't read it at all. But it's fine.
Well, no, I can read it, but my thing is, like, it always, like, right now, for me, it says Sean is typing. I just turned around, looked at his computer, he is not typing.
Yeah.
So, whenever, like, yeah, I saw it, but I don't
I mean,
trust it.
just now it says Sean is typing for me, but I imagine that was because they were testing something. It always pops up when people are actively typing when I see it.
I don't know. I was just trying to see if I had anything in my like a
Yeah,
space
for
in my
for me,
box.
it just says Sean is typing, like, continuously.
Weird.
Anyway, I'm really fading. Are we fighting these things or not?
I'm just waiting for you guys to trigger combat again to the main hall before I call the session, so.
Alright, well, we don't want these things behind us, so can I attempt to sneak up on one where I know where it is?
Yeah. So
Alright, well,
there's
put
one
me
hiding in this
wherever that
bush
is.
here. There's another
Okay.
hiding in this bush here, in this bush here, and in this bush here.
Can I get a sneak attack? Or a surprise round?
So as you sneak forward, attempting to attack the creature hidden within the bush. Let me just go and make sure that they're all properly set. And make sure you guys are in initiative. Roll me initiative. And yes, you would get a surprise round. Their passive perception did not beat the party stuff.
Alright, 12.
You have advantage.
Hit, or 23 hit.
Alright, roll your sneak attack damage.
Oh, why didn't that... What is my sneak attack damage at this level?
3d6.
1 second. What the hell is with... Okay.
Well, it's a cursed existence. But your
The
dagger...
last 3d6 I rolled was 6. This one's 4.
Yeah. Your dagger finds purchase within the form of something fleshy, though heavily bone-covered, and giving off a strange green ore as your dagger slams into it. That is 12 damage to the creature, and I need to check to see if it has any on-hit effects, but otherwise, as the creature is attacked, it lets loose a painful and horrible shriek before initiative is fully actively called, and that is what we'll call the session.
Wait, one question. Since it's, do I get my bonus action, or no?
It's a surprise round, technically, so you'd have your full turn.
Okay, then I am also gonna make a... Ah, never mind, that misses.
Yeah, unfortunately.
assume.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when your first attack goes
also
off...
get advantage on that?
No, the first attack breaks your stealth, which means the second one it's aware of your presence,
Okay.
unfortunately. So, yeah. The second dagger, the creature is aware of this point in time, able to duck low, avoiding the blow before looking at you. And that is the creature's turn. Or that is the creature's reaction to your surprise round, and that is the session. We'll continue combat next session as you guys fully explore Blackthorn Tower. Hope you guys had fun. They are pretty creepy, yeah. But that'll be where I call the thing and all that good stuff. Hope everyone enjoyed the session. Appreciate everyone who subbed and all that good stuff. It's very much appreciated. And we'll be back the following week after next, as this is a bi-weekly game. Anyways.